All right, looks like we're live. What's going on, everybody? There's a fucking fly buzzing around. Caleb, congratulations. You are indeed first.
Word. Let's try to move into our Q&A. Let's keep our chats kind of related to the topic.
Andrew Tate is one of the most controversial figures on the internet, and I just do not like this person lying. I just do not like misinformation. I hate the fact that the Matrix is now reappropriated for the stupidest reasons imaginable. So today, I'm going to dive into the Matrix of Andrew Tate, how the mainstream media like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, don't do the level of journalism that they should. And I'm going to look through a court case that makes Andrew and, frankly, anybody in a situation that defends him look really, really bad. Now, I want to give a shout out to my friend Willie Mac Show. He's been on the podcast a few times, and he's pretty much running a train on every red pill idiot that you can find on the internet. I also want to shout out another channel known as Milk Bar TV.
Oh yeah, how did your
who has
pee-pee
done a
surgery
lot
go?
of digging into the situation, and I'll be referencing both of them a little bit. Realistically, we're all kind of working on this video just because there's a court case that's out, and reading through it is not exactly beneficial for Tate. Now,
I'm going to be debating Leo at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
I want to start off this video by
8 a.m.
saying the
Eastern.
catalyst for me was reading a comment that was actually written by an individual on my channel. You made a video about Andrew Tate when he got in jail, but you didn't make one after his release. What a shame. Now, this is kind of implying that, I made a video where he obviously got charged. He was sent to prison. But there was no confirmation, if he actually is out of prison, beyond just getting a looser house arrest, okay?
Done. The judges picked up this indictment, looked at it, and said, this is garbage, let him go. They're a bulletproof indictment. After all I just described, they finally put together a document that the judges instantly said, let him go, this man should.
It's so bizarre how he comes up with a lie like that. I'm assuming he paid bond after he was charged, and they let him go on a conditional release. He literally can't leave a 2-kilometer squared area without permission from a judge.
Not be held.
Oh, they let you go, huh there, buddy? The judge just let you go? Well, I'm going to break through the matrix, and I'm going to show you some nuggets of truth. Fresh from portal.just.romania. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to Emery Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Radu Luana Alexandra, and Nagel Georgiana Manuela. So I'm going to read you something here real quick. I'm going to show you what he's talking about the judge let him go. So defendants must comply with the following obligations. A, to appear before the preliminary ruling, judge or court, whenever they are called, to immediately inform the judicial body that ordered the measure or before which the case is in respect of the change of housing. C, to report to the police body designated with their supervision, respectfully the police station in the territorial constituency of the defendant's home, according to the surveillance program drawn up by the police body or whenever they are called. Not to exceed the territorial limit of Ilfov County and Bucharest, except with the prior approval of the preliminary chamber judge or the court. Dog, they don't even let you leave the city or the county. That's like me trying to leave the province of Ontario. Now, Andrew Tate has...
No, it's worse. Romania is a really small country. The province of Ontario is bigger than Romania. So him not being able to leave the counties he's in, it's like a 2-kilometer squared area. It's tiny.
Has been a flight risk, and that's not me saying it. That's literally by his own admission. Listen to this.
If I fuck up big time and England wants me in jail, I can fly on a Nigerian passport, or an American, or an English, or a Polish, or an Estonian. I have so many fucking passports. What, are you gonna block them all? I've got 4 more I haven't even named on YouTube. They can't stop me traveling. There's always a passport I can pull out. There's always a driver's license I can pull out. If you ban one, I've got another one. I've got bank accounts in 19.
Whoa, wait, hold on. You're telling me the prosecution was worried he was a flight risk? That's him admitting it, dog. That's the problem with just talking out of your ass. When you have so many lies floating on top of lies, and you have so much bolstering, and you're trying to impress a 12-year-old, you're gonna say shit that the prosecution doesn't forget. This they didn't forget. And that's exactly why he is on house arrest. They just like extended the leash a couple inches, all right? He's still chained into his home. He's still under investigation. So again, I wanted to address this because it was a little bit stupid by the amount of defenders over here. So again, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive further into his case right now. So according to Andrew Tate, Palm Beach County accuser sued by kickboxer Andrew Tate for alleged defamation. So in this case, it actually says that Tate sued Emma Gabby, who lives in Palm Beach County, on July 12th, alleging defamation, false imprisonment, civil conspiracy, tortious interference, intentional infliction, and
He's doing that just to try to scare the witness. $9, please react. Let me see.
Let's go to Elon Musk blames elite schools for brainwashing communist trans daughter into hating him for being rich. By the way, these types of stories, you have no idea what this.
His trans daughter hates him for being an asshole, not for being rich. He's just lying. Ah, fuck. She made a post on social media about it. He's a massive, massive anti-trans bigot. He was abusive towards her because she's trans, and she disowned him and changed her name because of that. It has nothing to do with him being fucking rich. Like, yeah, as if the kid is going to have a problem with a rich parent on the basis of them being rich.
I know exactly. When I read these types of stories. Oh, my God.
What page? Just
17. Go to page 17. Here we go. Here we go. Elon Musk attributes his daughter, Vivian Jenna Wilson's distancing from him to her school's influence, stating she went beyond.
This is funny. Aren't they using the correct pronoun?
Socialism to being a full-on communist and thinking that anyone rich is evil. He discloses the rift is deeply painful, comparing it to the loss of his first child. And
yeah, these fucking dumbasses have a policy of misgendering trans people, and now they're using the proper pronouns without realizing it. Fucking morons.
laments, I've made many overtures, but she doesn't want to spend time with me. Musk reveals that in April 2022, Wilson's transformation into a fervent Marxist led to a breakdown in their relationship. He emphasizes her desire to disassociate from him by changing her name and gender, and adds she doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Musk singles out Crossroads School for Arts and Science. Can you pull up the school real quick?
Please react to this. Israel Adesanya has a dog or bestiality fetish.
I don't know if it's a fetish, but he does weird shit with his dogs. I know about this.
Yesterday, I made a video exposing Israel Adesanya and all of the terrible things that he's done to give ammunition to Sean Strickland to use against him at their press conference and These are the sort of pages he's following for 2 straight years. He follows these pages. You can go and check it for yourself on Twitter, right. But that's not where this
Okay, that's the girl who pretends to be a dog, right?
ends. Okay? That is not where this ends. All right? Who are you? What is this? This is just a random thing. Why is there a bunch of these things open? Either way, we're going to go further. Anya, after he defeated Kelvin Gastelum. Now, this is very early days. I believe before the dog video even came back up and circulated because of how disgusting it was. I want you guys to listen closely to this conversation that Israel Adesanya is about to have with Charlemagne the dog. Oh, my God. With Charlemagne the God. He wishes it was Charlemagne the dog. You know what I'm saying? With Charlemagne the God. By the way, this is the most Charlemagne question to ever ask a fighter. But I'm going to play you something, and what you hear may shock you to your core. All of the information I've shown you. He's following pages that do dog-related, women pretending to be dog, PORN. I'm really trying to stay monetized here. I'm trying to make some money.
Well,
We've seen him violating his dog on camera.
Yeah, that is fucking weird. He was playing with his dog's penis on camera.
Okay? And thinking that's acceptable to post online because he's that confident with doing it. Okay? We've seen him wearing dog collars at events. Listen to what this absolute creep is about to say. I can't believe I found this. Please give me a like for this research to uncover this absolute creep. Listen up.
Life a little bit more.
What about fucking? Does that
Oh,
affect
no,
you?
never, dude. Nah, man. That's a myth.
Okay.
Facts. I made records this week. I'll just leave it at that. Fight week. Man, not just in the fight game, not just in the cage. I was making records. Shout out to the puppy.
The puppy?
Whoa.
What? What? There's no way this is all a coincidence. To keep going, I have to be a fig news. Why am I the one who again?
Myth. Yeah.
Listen again, please.
Does that
Oh,
affect
no,
you?
never, dude. Nah, man. That's a myth. Yeah, enjoy life a little bit more.
What about fucking? Does that
Oh,
affect
no,
you?
never, dude.
What about fucking? Does that affect you?
This guy's an idiot.
As in, about do you use this weird shroud?
Okay.
Facts. I made records
That's a myth.
this week. I
I made
I
records.
do not see anything.
And they all laughed
damning
all
in here.
moment. Haha, he's.
was making records.
I was making records. I was sharks about following pages.
So yeah, girls acting like dogs and putting like tail butt plugs up their ass. What the fuck is the problem with that? He didn't even say anything. Why did you send me this fucking horse shit? Fuck you. Donate $2. Why can't
Bad
Republicans...
news,
Wait.
Rich. Your last stream got taken down by a US Tennis Association with this bullshit. Your last stream did not even have tennis footage at all. This is false copyright. They should be sued.
That's weird. I'll look into that. There may have been multiple claims, so who knows, but yeah, that's pretty weird. Thanks for the donation, Matthew. Dodo donate $2. Why can't Republicans leave Obama alone? He hasn't even been president for 9 years now. Yeah, we've already seen the clip last night. The fucking crazy guy who said Obama's a gay crack addict, and had sex with him. Thanks for that donation, though, dude. So, I don't know why they're taking Elon Musk on his word when he's like a known fucking crazy wacko liar. Why wouldn't they try to reach out to his daughter to get information on this? They're just all fucking retarded. They're hardcore anti-trans bigots.
And negligent infliction of emotional distress. I'm going to go skip through and show you from Justia, Tate et al. V. Gabby et al. Okay, so instead over here you've got the Andrew and Tristan Tate versus Emma Gabby, Willie Gabby, Mona Gabby, all these people, okay? Filed August 14, 2023, which is why I'm making this video because it's so close to the time frame. Now, what I did was I went to mypalmbeachclerk.com, e-case view. I looked up Tate Andrew versus Gabby Emma. And in this situation, I found the complaint sheet right here. So you can click that little PDF button and read this all for yourself. Now, this contains a 57-page indictment, an indictment that I have read all of. You know why? Because I like to do my research. Because unlike some of these mainstream media figureheads that pick one side or the other, it's always worth reading through everything so you can get a full accounting of the entire picture. And this is not a...
Favorite Tekken character is Kazuya. Donate $2. Oh my god, what is this? When did this happen? I will watch it soon. Can you read the comments?
If you're gonna make that claim, point out the f***ing contradiction. Where's the contradiction in my belief? Oh, you're okay with carnivores. Where's the contradiction? Can you even explain why that f***ing belief is ridiculous? No, it's not. You're the one through your own agency put that baby inside you.
Yeah, but you might not consent to it being there.
Really.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about? And that's just plain and simple victim blaming.
No, actually, I think
Vegan Gains could read TV Guide out loud and still somehow sound condescending. Kelly could derail a conversation with herself. Honestly, has she ever in her entire life contributed anything positive to a conversation? Yeah, she was so fucking annoying. Having Vegan Gain, Kelly, and Dr. Avi behaving in the most Reddit way possible. The only reason I got fucking pissed off was because of Kelly. She was fucking annoying as shit. And what do they mean Reddit? While normal person Anna is just trying to have a conversation. What? It was a debate about abortion. Like, we're not allowed to make arguments? Everyone hating on VG, but JFC, I swear, hearing Kelly talk convinced me human life can exist without surpassing the intellectual capacity of a 20-week-old fetus. Vegan Gains is one of the debaters of all time. Like, they don't even bother, like, watching or listening to anything I say. Thanks for the nation, Dodo. The only path to until is, what if a fan came up to you at VegFest like this? Yeah, I wouldn't care. Stop sending me that. It's fucking old at this point. It's a nice wombat.
Classically average.
Oh, fuck, dude. Wow. It's a nice deer. Yes, pigs like rubs. That is a cow in a pool. Thanks for the donation, The Only Path.
A good painting for Andrew Tate and the people that he's apparently defending in this entire situation. Now, in this complaint, Tristan and Andrew Tate sued defendant, and of course they mentioned the parties over here.
Reddit means
However,
not extremely
where it gets
anti-intellectual.
really
Yeah,
disingenuous, or starts to give me an aura of disingenuousness, is on point 27. Compared to Western Europe and the United States, Romania has long been known to be a traditional company with rich cultural history, traditions, and Christian values. Tate's a Muslim brother now, okay? Come on now. Complying with the Tate brothers' personal convictions and worldview, because of this, beginning in or about 2015, the Tate brothers became full-time residents of Romania. Indeed, the Tate brothers have gone on record saying through their spokesperson, Matea Petrescu, that one of the reasons they chose Romania was because of the country's strong laws against abusing women. And later...
That is literally a lie.
Oh yeah yeah, 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 oh yeah yeah.
Thank you for that, Maximilian Moose. Appreciate it. Yeah, dude, I don't know who the fuck their legal representation is. I don't think any lawyer, knowing what their client has said, knowing their background, would say something like that that could be so easily disproved. Like, it's fucking retarded. Dodo donated $2 says tutorial.
Today I will be showing you how to play Skywars on Minecraft Pocket Edition. So on my W. Damn. Game so.
How the fuck do you find these channels? Okay, well, kids are stupid. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
How the fuck does YouTube keep getting away with all these false copyright practices and not receive any lawsuits for it?
There's more legitimate copyright infringement than false copyright infringement, so... You know. And very few people are willing to prosecute false copyright claims either, so... Thanks for the donation, Matthew.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the things, but there's also another reason, too, that he stated, not through a spokesperson... Why am I doing the hand vagina thing? Not through their spokesperson, but through Fresh and Fit.
I'm a nigger girl, in the nigger world. Life in ghetto, it's so ghetto. You can brush my weave, undress shoot cream. Imagination, life is your plantation. I'm a black nigger girl in a fantasy world. Dress me up, make it tight, Hitler was right. It's niggerific.
Thank you for that, Fresh Warm Buns. Appreciate the donation.
Now, I'm going to paraphrase this 7-minute long video, but if you want to find it, you can absolutely Google it on the internet and watch this for yourself. Generally, what Andrew says is he starts a webcam business in his apartment back home in the United Kingdom, fires one of his top-earning girls after a dispute. The cops bust in later on suspicion of him assaulting this person who he claims to also be a dumb hoe. Investigators are sent and they basically hold him for a little bit. They find some new evidence, apparently according to Andrew, somewhere around 11 new charges. And then he claims that he could not live under this government and left to Romania because he also had a fight coming up there. Listen to this one real quick.
Because she had no evidence and she was lying. Because all the other girls in the house went to on my behalf
and testified
said
against her.
She's lying.
Yeah, right.
So like, okay, but we've been through his life. He has a Lambo and a bunch of pussy and he's enjoying himself. And that's not allowed in the Western world.
Yeah.
So we've been through his life and we found 11 new reasons to raise crap against him. So I had 11 new charges, blah, blah, blah. And I just woke up one day and said, I cannot live in this I will not live under a government that will do this to me when I've done nothing wrong. So I had to leave and go somewhere. And by coincidence, I had a fight coming up in Romania. So I went and fought in Romania. And I just thought, you know what? I'll hang around here for a few months. And then boom.
You know, when you have so many fucking lies floating around on the internet, it's not that hard to contradict this idiot. So the way that they describe Emma Gabby in this is she's a predator who has a long list of baiting men into relationships for the specific purpose of destroying their lives. She has a chain of victims going back several years to when she was a minor. She devises sophisticated narratives to elicit
Dodo donated $2.
Breaks loose.
Gender ideology, what the f*** is that?
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm queer, I'm 78, and I've always been queer.
Okay, what does that mean to be queer?
I like men. I've always liked men.
Well, I'm a gay man, I'm not queer.
Well, I
like men, I'm not queer.
Well, f*** the word thing, idiot. It's just a word. I identify as queer.
Okay.
If he's f***ing closed mind to accept some other word. Okay, I'm gay. I just wanted you to know I've known. Once I came out, I realized that I've always liked guys.
Okay, can I have a conversation with you for a sec?
You have to read the sign. You
Can I-
cannot read it? I can't read it. It doesn't say anything.
Okay, let's just slow down for a minute. Can I have a conversation with you for a
No,
sec?
because I got a doctor.
Children cannot consent to... Does that say puberty?
Okay, I support the gay community 100%.
Oh, puberty blockers. They absolutely can. I don't know on what basis he says they can't. Like, it's really weird. Children don't have a complete and utter lack of agency, and they can certainly understand consequences. Like, you're talking about kids that are, like, what, around 10 years old? If they start going on puberty blockers, like, you're pretty smart and developed at that age. It's really weird how these two gay dudes started fucking arguing for no reason, though. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Compassion and attraction from unsuspecting men. She uses these men as hosts, taking what she wants for personal, emotional, or economic gain. At some point, she begins to exert control through intentional infliction of emotional distress, causing injury to the host. If her efforts to control do not produce an immediate return on her investment, she revokes consent for prior acts and threatens to have her host arrested unless her demands are met. So one of the other allegations is law enforcement, these lawyers bring is this Gabby individual has a long history of fraudulently misrepresenting her age on various dating apps and targeting older, successful men. She has a combination of fake IDs and false narratives. Now, again, I want to start off by saying that this was all in Florida, from what I understand. Now, I looked up Florida law. 794.05, unlawful activity with minors, certain minors. A person 24 years of age or older who engages in activity with a person 16 or 17 years of age commits a felony of the second degree. All right, so, okay, that's pretty messed up. But Muda, what if they lied? According to Florida law, ignorance or belief as to victim's age, no defense. When in this chapter, the criminality of conduct depends upon the victims being below a certain specified age, ignorance of the age is no defense. neither shall misrepresentation of age by such person nor a bona fide belief that such person is over the specified age be a defense. So even if you didn't know, all right, or even if you were lied to, it's still on you as an adult. And the people...
That's pretty crazy because there's fake IDs. Like if somebody showed you a fake ID and you were being like especially vigilant because somebody looked young and you were like, okay, there's your driver's license, you're still at fault. Like that's pretty fucked.
In this situation are not young guys. They are mid-30s and beyond. So let's actually look at some of these cases that they bring up as a way to, downplay this girl. So point 49, Jail John is incarcerated because E. Gabby accused him of blanking her. Jail John is currently serving a lengthy prison sentence.
Will that's fucked that YouTube beakily gets away with murder.
Yes, it is. Thanks for the donation, Matthew.
His life has been utterly destroyed. The pattern of behavior used on Jail John repeats the same pattern of behavior used against other victims. Jail John was induced into an illicit relationship with a minor under false pretenses. According to Marlon Fisher, M. Fisher, Jail John performed deviant acts in the bedroom, such as urinating. Yeah, I'm supposed to feel bad for this guy. Now you might be like, whoa.
Whoa, so this guy actually committed a sexual offense against a minor under Florida law, where he pissed on a girl who was either 16 or 17 or younger, and Andrew is using that as an argument in court to say she lies about being raped? Like, what? This is insane.
Oh, who is this Jail John fella? Now, according to Milk Bar TV, and how his assessment of Candace Owens' interview, one that we'll be looking at shortly later on as we go through this list, had come out and basically, outed that this Jail John individual was actually this guy right here. Now, this is where I want to bring up the actual people, I guess you could say, victims, it seems. If you read this entire docket yourself, these people are painted in a way where they've apparently been taken advantage of by E. Gabby, this minor at the time. Now, this guy over here, Jail John, we looked into it, and based on, Milk Bar TV, he's pretty much confirming this is Keith Fox. But again, if you actually go and check out Candace Owens, for instance, the Daily Wire host, she is actually so stupid that, like, literally 2 weeks ago, she uploaded Candace Investigates Andrew Tate's victims. And inside this video, if you go to 16 minutes into it, they beep out, like, Keith Fox, the name.
To do serious time because of it. So again, just so you understand, she's got this trial going on with she is now with.
But if you look at the actual lip movements from Candace Owens, it's pretty evident that she's saying Keith Fox. Now, I'm free to offer up a retraction. If I'm wrong, feel free to prove that I'm wrong. Now, according to the actual indictment over here, not indictment, but the actual, complaint, at point 50, it literally starts mentioning, point 51, M. Fisher, Marlon Fisher, came to understand that Jail John...
Oh, retard alert.
Let me see.
Polls consistently show that young people's #1 issue is climate change.
Be honest, as Republicans.
It is not.
I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this. The climate change agenda is a hoax.
It's a hoax.
The climate change agenda is a hoax.
He just said it's a hoax.
And the reality is, the anti-carbon agenda is the wet blanket on our economy. And so the reality is, more people...
I don't understand how not having a financial bias means you're automatically right on a given opinion.
People are dying of bad climate change policies than they are of actual...
Yeah, I think right now, roughly 10,000 Americans per year are dying due to climate change. So, like, things like food insecurity, heat... floods, hurricanes, things like that. I think the estimate is around 10,000. Globally, I think it's in the hundreds of thousands. It might even be in the millions at this point because, like, there's been crazy floods in, like, Pakistan that's killed a fuck ton of people. So no, I'd love to see the evidence that climate change policies are killing people. Like, who the fuck's dying because of a carbon tax?
Actual climate change.
That's a thug life moment.
Polls consistently show that young people's #1 issue is climate change.
Yeah, that's fucking retarded.
Was sentenced to decades of incarceration because of Blank's accusations. Now, in this situation, it says that Jail John performed deviant acts in a bedroom, and so we went up and used Keith Fox's name and looked up, actual news articles in the Florida area, and it turns out that Keith Fox was, well into his late 50s. And if you actually read the article in this situation, it's pretty damning. First off, he is completely guilty and sentenced to 24 years of prison. So clearly there is, these decade-long, incarceration decades long. And also in this situation, Keith Fox, the mom of the girl, E. Gabby in this case, employed a private investigator who actually had caught these people in the act. So he had actual media that he could then show to law enforcement, which led to the actual incarceration of the scumbag. Now, again, based on what I've read, according to this, it seems,
So her mother was the one who involved the police, not this girl. And Andrew Tate is claiming, based on this, she's a serial liar and lies about being raped. She was having an inappropriate relationship with a much older man when she was a teen, didn't understand at the time that it was an inappropriate relationship because of her age and she was being manipulated by an older man. Then her mother hired an investigator to look into this. The investigator found out, oh yeah, she's being taken advantage of, and then they contacted the police. This girl had nothing to do with that, accusing him. Holy shit, Andrew Tate's such a fucking liar.
That they're painting this guy to be a victim that was taken advantage of because this girl lied.
I'm gonna be debating Leo Venus on animal rights at 8 a.m. tomorrow. 2 years now, love your content, cheers. Well, thank you, Vegan Stan.
Lied about her age, allegedly. Now, again, Florida doesn't give a shit about that. In fact, most people don't care about this. This guy is in his 50s, preying on individuals that, at the time, were well under the age of 18. Now, I don't know why they used the name Jail John. I have to assume that, obviously, if they used Keith Fox, may not be. I don't feel like any...
Well, there's a reason why. It's because if they use his name, he can be subpoenaed and be ordered to make a statement in court. So if he ends up getting subpoenaed because they mention his name, he is going to testify admitting that she didn't falsely accuse him and the plaintiff is just lying about the accusation. That's why they're not using his actual name. It's so that he can't be subpoenaed.
Any jury or judge or anybody in any prosecution department would feel particularly sympathetic. Again, very, very weird that they would do this. But again, we've got a lot to cover, so let's move on. But of course, it goes even wilder, okay? Let's get down into the situation. The tragic case of Dustin Milner, okay? Now, Dustin Milner is an interesting character. In fact, I'm going to let Tate put it the best way, all right? Tate actually talked about this. I'm going to let him describe this guy to you. So yeah, if you're ever making content on this guy, all of his stands either use Billie Eilish songs, just some random rapper nobody's ever heard of. And just to let you know, all right, the YouTube content ID system is real friendly. That's why you're hearing my voice. Okay, so anyways, ladies and gentlemen, he's a weird dude. This is a name you got to watch out for. So the name that they mention here at the end of that is Dustin Miller. Obviously, Dustin Miller, we just looked at him. Now, Dustin Miller's story is the most heartbreaking of all. He had actually ended up taking his own life, all right? And, of course, the two strongest sources of intelligence regarding this tragedy are Dustin Milner's brother, Jason Milner, and Dustin Milner's close friend, Adam Heinrich. So we're...
that is weird. So that's literally hearsay.
Literally going with an assumption from his brother, who, obviously, that's clearly not biased right over there. Also, where is the accusation if these are the strongest sources of intelligence? These are two people bringing about their theory. It doesn't even appear that this is, overly... Anyways, let's go.
I don't think this could actually be admissible as evidence in court because it's hearsay.
into it. According to Justin Milner, so again, if called to testify, Jason Milner and Adam Heinrich would likely state that Dustin Milner quickly became enraptured by Gabby's mystique and seductive. She's underage, guys. What the hell? Which lured him into an extremely volatile relationship. So Gabby allegedly manipulated, gaslit, and emotionally abused Dustin Milner, a person predisposed to depression. However, go down a little bit, eventually driving Dustin Milner to take his own life at the age of 35 while still in a relationship with Gabby, who had yet to turn 18.
I mean, yeah, a 35-year-old in a sexual relationship with a minor. It's just, they're using this as an argument in court. So this girl was a victim of statutory rape, and her rapist killed himself, and they're blaming her for that. You can't make this up. Like, what? This is fucking insane. How did Leo agree? Thought he hates you. I don't know.
Human way.
Well, thank you for that, 9014. Appreciate the donation. Excellent spam as always.
What would your response be to a woman saying that something is none of your business when it entails something so trivial and non-meaningful? People spread misinformation about you and it's not their business, yet they'll talk about it. What's the justification?
I don't know what the fuck you're asking. Thanks for the donation though, Daffy.
And if you just read exactly what kind of triggered this level of depression, he literally just got ghosted. She just didn't respond, and that's what sent him over the edge. And I'll say, it's tragic.
That's funny. So she's a victim of statutory rape. She ghosted him, and then he died. Like this. Oh my god, the layers to this.
To see somebody lose their life, but I honestly find it difficult to feel bad for somebody who is 35 years of age interacting with a minor. Guys, why are we even defending somebody that was 35 plus, knew better, and underneath Florida law would still be violating a second-degree felony? Why? I get it. It's a tragedy that it happened. Somebody took their own life. How you expect me to feel?
I don't know why it's considered a tragedy. For one thing, it's his choice, and probably deserved it. He eats meat too, so who cares?
Feel bad for a scumbag like that is beyond me, okay? Now, of course, the deception of Tyler Hensel. Gabby fraudulently induces Tyler Hensel into a relationship and extorts him. Tyler Hensel is another boyfriend of Gabby. The summary of Gabby's statements to the investigators are as follows. Gabby led him to believe that she was 26 when she was really 17.
Okay, bro. If a girl's 17 and she tells you she's 26 and you believe that, like, there's no hope for you. A 17-year-old looks very different from a 26-year-old. Now, she might have looked older. That does happen. But that's like rare freak occurrence. Like, she might look 20. The idea that she would look almost 10 years older than she really was when she's 17? Yeah, probably fucking not. I've seen a 14-year-old girl who looked like she was in her early 20s, so like 21, 22, something like that. But, like, to believe a 17-year-old is 26, like, I think they're lying. Like, that just sounds like something he said to make the situation not look bad.
17 at the time, in order to induce Hensel into a illicit relationship.
Hey, Vince,
Hensel,
no, I did not try to contact you last night.
I found your channel years ago and I can't emphasize enough how much you've impacted my life in a positive way. You inspired me to go vegan, work out, and adopt logical consistency in life. You turned many bad days into good days. Keep up the good work, heart.
Well, thank you, Lars. I'm glad I could be a positive influence on you, and appreciate the donation, dude.
Who was at a young age of 35 when he had intercourse with Gabby and was thus deceived into believing he was having a illicit relationship. And at least in Tyler's case, reading into it, once he realized that there was an age mismatch, he was actually one of the people that broke off contact. Not that he should have made it in the first place, but this might be the only guy that has, like, some possible level of redeeming quality out of the rest of the scumbags in this. What's even wilder in this situation is the defamation of Joel Friedman, okay? Gabby defamed a man named Joel Friedman to Marlon Fisher, okay? Another one of the scumbags in this situation. She was falsely accusing Friedman and then published said defamatory statement. So here they actually bring a text message that makes that makes these adults look even worse. So this is a discussion between Marlon Fisher and Gabby. So read this out. Gabby, can I message him, Joel, to tell him I have a boyfriend? Marlon Fisher says, as you clearly understand, nobody cares you have a boyfriend, but if you'd like to tell him that he, did you, by all means, hurt you. Gabby says, I'd like to not put our relationship at risk. Gabby says, I'll gladly tell him when I'm 18, and anybody else that happened with. Gabby, so sweet you are. So you're breaking up with me because I don't want to tell Joel that he, R-worded me? Once, I don't know if he could tell other people I'm underage, or when he would tell. And if they know I'm dating you, what happens next? Dog, you knew she wasn't 18. At your age, you are committing a felony. I'm supposed to, fucking sympathize with these people?
These people are just fucked. It's hard for me to imagine, at my age, I'm 32, dating somebody who's 18, still a teenager. Teenagers are fucking annoying and stupid. And even when you find, a teenager who is maybe wise beyond their years, a bit smarter and everything, just the age gap, where their life is, there's so many differences that just make those relationships really fucking awkward and weird. So these people are fucked. They probably are just scumbags. Vince Goodrum, Donny Tellers, are you sure you didn't contact me, cousin? I was dreaming about there and my phone blew up. I'm pretty
what's up,
sure.
everybody? My stent is out, and I'm gonna show you. Sorry, this might not be so good because I'm on something. No, I'm just playing, but I am on something. Anyway, before I started this video, I saw Richard say the pain is finally gone. I don't know about that yet, but I'll show you.
I was worried for a second. I thought he was gonna actually pull his dick out.
This is my stent. That stent caused that much pain, and I'm gonna show you.
All right, that's a little weird.
I don't know if I can get
That
it
is
all in there.
pretty long.
But that was in my penis. And my penis, they did a shot in my butt for antibiotics. And I went to sit down and my butt was bleeding. So they did that. They forced me to sit down. And I did that. They wiped the area of my penis. Educational purposes only. They wiped my penis down. But this brown stuff. They cleaned it.
Think he went through a traumatic experience.
And instead of a needle, you technically could say it's a needle, they had a syringe full of Novocaine or something. They stuck it in my penis, little head. You know how we have the flaps?
That's weird.
They stuck it in there. They did that. Waited for a few minutes, and then they took... I'm sorry, I don't have a camera thing. They took like this thing and had like a stethoscope on this end, had something on this end, had like a tubing thing in this end, so like 3 different angles. They went in. It felt like they were squeezing my penis. They went in and they took it out, and it was hard as fuck. Because even though they had known to me, I still felt almost everything. And what else? So that happened, and then I went pee, and no blood in the pee, but there's blood on the pad. Anyway, that is what happened this morning. And I kind of feel out to do some live streaming, but
sounds like a rough
I don't
day.
know if I should do this or not, but the hernia, the doctor I need, he saved my life once. It's gonna cost maybe $1,700 out of pocket, so
That's fucking
I
retarded.
don't know if I want to do like a little fundraiser, because
Yeah, dude, in Canada, it's free. It's so fucked.
if I get like 400 motherfuckers, that'd be awesome.
Ugh.
But I don't know if I want to do that yet, because I don't want to take advantage of my viewers, man. But if you want to, you can donate if you want to. But I do feel like doing some gaming. We might do some Red Dead 1. And not this one. Unless you want that one, put it in comments if you do. Anyway, that's the update. I feel good and bad. I still have a pain at my rear, not where they did the shot, but it's like duking. I don't know if you know what that means, like pounding. But the little, it doesn't feel, the stent, I don't know how to describe it. I don't feel that no more, so that's good. But anyway, I fucking love you guys. Hopefully you're doing better than me. And I'm sorry if I'm heavy breathing. I forgot to do nose medicine today, like spray. And it's Florida, man, so I'm allergic to everything. So have a good night. I love you guys. Peace. And I might stream tonight. Or soon. I feel like streaming, man. I still hurt a little bit, but man, I feel like compared to yesterday, I feel like 100%, but right now I'm at like 65%, so I might take a nap, who knows. I was watching some CoffeeZilla, the thing about Aisha's speed. Well, I shouldn't say the thing because I don't want to get caught up in that. Paradox, that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I fucking love you guys. That's it. I fucking love you guys. And I don't want to end it, but
I want him to show the cat at the end. Hoping he shows the cat.
the video, I mean, I don't get any other accusations or whatever you call it. So I might stream, I just don't know when. And shout out everybody, because I love you guys. Peace.
All right, well, glad you got through it, Aaron.
Some AI cats I made 777,777.
Wow, very orange. Oh my god. These are also orange guys. Oh, wow. These have different colors. That's amazing. Well, thank you for that, Thee Than Thou. Appreciate the donation.
These are the downtrodden men, these scumbags? Are you serious? Now, if you thought reading that was disgusting, I want you to listen to Candace Owens of the Daily Wire. You know, the same publication that's all about, protecting kids and shit.
Starfield sucks. I'm never playing it.
Listen to how she describes the situation. Either she's getting paid off by the Tates, or she is genuinely stupid.
So sweet you are. You're breaking up with me because I don't want to tell Joel that he me. One, I don't know if he would tell other people that I'm underage or who he would tell. And if they know that I'm dating you, what happens then? Two, it'd be awkward to go to a drum circle again, LOL. Marlon Fisher ended up actually confronting Friedman. You imagine your girlfriend tells you that she was by some other man.
How stupid are you? You literally just read to an admission that this person was.
She didn't bother reading the actual complaint. What she did was just repeat what Andrew Tate said. It's fucking retarded.
Romantically interested, literally sent a text message. How you, as the Daily Wire pundit, cannot chastise this dipshit for engaging with a minor, according to this text message, is beyond me. I want to ask the Daily Wire, how can you actually let that stupidity fly by your network? Like, Jesus Christ, it's insanity to me. She's wild. Milk Bar makes a pretty good point where he adds up all of these names like Keith Fox, Marlon Fisher, Dustin Milner. Marlon was one of the people that got a formal accusation. Dustin Milner and Tyler Hensel did not get any accusation. So again, going by Tate's description of this girl just hands out kidnapping and whatnot charges to like 7 people, that's not true. She wasn't she did not charge at least 2 of these individuals, all right? And the
Well, and the one was clearly her mother.
people that Tate is defending and bringing up in this lawsuit are utter scumbags. But again, the reason why I'm making this video is because I really don't like lies like this. And when I actually break out of the matrix, the Tate tricks, so to speak, and I look down into these files, Carlson, who I expect to be like an actual journalist,
Charged with.
let him get away with it. Listen to it.
So what are you charged with?
That's a really good question. I'm charged with being the head of an organized criminal group, which is in charge of recruiting girls to make TikTok videos to steal the money from the TikTok views.
Okay, hey, Tucker, how about
Nope.
we just hire some people to, like, immediately crush him right there? This is not a hidden indictment, by the way. You
Yeah, it's totally public. $8, if you were invited on Jubilee to do one of those middle ground things about politics or veganism or something, would you go? Yes. Also, what if it was far away, you had to fly, like in California, would you go? Yeah, sure. I'd still go. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
can actually read this right here. The official indictment of Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, and all these other people.
I'm never going to play No Man's Sky. It sucks. It's a shit game. All you do is dig dirt.
All their crimes and charges are listed and explained. An indictment right here that we can watch and read together. So this is from the June 15th. You can read this right now. So they formed an organized criminal group with the purpose of committing, in other states, the crime of human trafficking through actions of recruiting victims carried out by Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, and subsequently under their coordination through actions of sheltering and transporting the victims. So they forced the victims to engage in pornographic activities, subjecting them to forced labor, forming an organized crime group, and so on and so forth. Recruited by deception, the defendant transported her from the UK and provided shelter for her in a building. And here's the thing, if the actual people who followed Tate religiously learned how to read, yes, it's true, they mentioned TikTok in this indictment, but literally on page 1, before TikTok is even mentioned, they literally mentioned using the web.
Yeah, TikTok was just to drive traffic to OnlyFans. Dodo donated $2. Maybe you have to sign up. Is this how Destiny got on, or did they invite him? I have no idea. This is a subscription to the newsletter. Oh, casting newsletter. I'm not going to do that. That's just a fucking scam. That's just a scam to get you on an email list. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
I'm about to come so freaking hard. 30 days without coming. Best porn to watch. Could you show some muscle mummies? Are you streaming all night to the debate? 24-hour stream? Poopy bum bum. Finn can come in.
I'm not going to do a 24-hour stream and keep streaming to the debate. Like, that'd be like 10 hours. So no. Best porn to watch would be hentai, of course. We might watch some muscle mommies later. But thanks for the donation, Aaron.
Frank Tufano, Jason Blaha, Svaria. Do you think you could knock all of them out in under 30 seconds in a one-on-one fight? Explain what methods and or techniques you would use to win, please.
Well, with Frank Tufano or Sverige, I'd probably just pick them up and smash them on their head. Blaha's a little heavier. I'd just punch him in the face. He'd go down like a sack of potatoes. Thanks for the donation, though, Daffy. Appreciate it.
Website onlyfans.com for this purpose and by subjecting them to forced labor. Then also using TikTok.com as a advertising funnel, I assume, as the more you read down. In fact, OnlyFans is mentioned 10 times, where they constantly say using the website OnlyFans subject to forced labor, using the web. Now, if you read closely into Epstein's indictment, you can even see that Epstein actively encouraged certain of his victims to recruit additional girls to be, put into bad situations. Now, again, this is weird because a lot of these guys make it out like human trafficking is from the movie Hostel. Like, the audience here sees a similarity.
Bottom bitch is the one who does the selling. You don't do the selling. The girl has to hear it from a girl. And this is where your bottom bitch.
Yep. So Tate's a liar, but we already knew that. All right. We're going to do the debate prep for Leo Venus. Basically, Leo's... I should have Word. Really? Give me a second. Might make me fucking log in because it's stupid. I should have an Office account. Do they still... They have to still have Microsoft Word, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Why do they do that, dude? That's so fucking annoying. Can you do a local fucking save? I don't know. This will do anyway.
All of the content in this video is...
Why is it fucking doing the stupid wide player automatically? Jesus Christ. Here we go. Alright, so... Yeah, he made this stupid video a while back. I reacted to it on stream, but I ended up having to delete the stream. So we'll just react to this now.
Okay guys, time for the third video. I wasn't able to film it before leaving for the mountains, so I'm just going to film it here outside of our cabin. And today's video, I know, is going to be the most difficult one for most of my followers to watch. And it's going to be a video that...
So I'm gonna leave a note here. He's kind of dishonest like his brother. I don't know if he is really honestly making a claim that meat is not immoral. Obviously it is. So, but yeah, meat is not immoral. I'm just gonna list out a number of arguments that he makes. So, meat is not immoral. Yeah, I guess, ask... Fuck. Stupid italics. Ask if human meat is included in this claim. If not, run name the trait. So, I think I'll title the debate animal rights debate, because he said animals shouldn't have rights in this video. Plant Chompers, David Diamond video is good to watch. The one, yeah, I know. Somebody sent it like yesterday. I think I have like a fucking pimple or an ingrown hair. Oh, that's fucking annoying. I think it's an ingrown hair. Let's see what Destiny's up to.
Stupid would that be? There's no shot that's the case.
Oh yeah, you know what? Hey, dude.
Who is that?
This is Vegan Games.
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, I've been in here a lot today. But did you see Mudahar's video on Andrew Tate that he just released?
No, what about it?
It's great. So Andrew Tate is filing a civil suit against one of his accusers.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Well, it's insane. So he's making the claim that this girl is like a serial false rape accuser.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you actually read the history behind her accusations, every time she was a victim of statutory rape. So she was having a relationship with a guy who was 57 years old at the time when she was 17. Her mom was suspicious.
Yeah, the yoga teacher guy or whatever. I think we read the
Yeah. So yeah, her mom was suspicious, and her mom was really the one responsible for getting police involved and getting him prosecuted. Basically the same thing with the other dude. Other guy was 35. He knew she was underage. And again, I think he was accused, but they didn't end up convicting him. But there's like definitive proof. There's text messages released.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, same thing happened with two other men. So the one guy I think was 32, and he ended up committing suicide. But the reason he committed suicide was because she stopped talking to him. So,
okay.
And then
they've been like pretty aggressively painting all of their victims in the most aggressive light possible. That's kind of like par for the course for them.
Well, not only is it, aggressive and misrepresenting, but like they're just flat out lying about what happened. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, I thought I'd just share that. If anybody wants to watch Mudahar's video, I'd recommend it. I didn't know it was that insane. They're basically blaming a girl who's a victim of statutory rape for getting one man convicted, and the other 3 weren't even convicted. And again, like they knew she was under 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah. What's the discussion?
We're just talking about Andrew Tate lying. That's basically it. But I've got some stuff that I'm going to be doing right now, so I'll pop off.
Run from me again, I see.
Yes, I suppose. Take care. All right. David Chubby, thanks for the big donation, dude. Really appreciate that. Dominique Lopez donated $2. Destiny, your mom's a hoe, animal abusing piece of shit. Okay. You tell him that. I don't know his mom. Matthew donated $2. Well, he won't be missed. Who won't be missed? I don't know who won't be missed, but whatever. Thanks for the donation, Matthew.
challenges a lot of you. The extreme minority that used to give this whole movement a really bad rep has become a bigger and bigger portion. This is actually hurting the movement. So today I'm going to make the most important video I've ever...
Wait, let me back up here.
The most difficult one for most of my followers to watch, and it's going to be a video that challenges a lot of you. The extreme minority that used to give this whole movement a really bad rep has become a bigger and bigger portion. This is actually hurt.
Okay, he might elaborate later, but I'll make another note. Vegans who claim meat is murder are hurting the movement. That is a retarded fucking claim. Again, if meat isn't murder, are humans included in this claim? If not, run name the trait.
Hurting the movement. So today I'm going to make the most important video I've ever posted here on YouTube, at least for anyone who is vegan and cares about this topic of eating meat or not. I think that after being vegan for over 10 years, I've come across a lot of really important misconceptions, and a lot of these I actually fell for myself, and I wish I would have known better back in the day. And so I think this is going to be an extremely useful video. Like I said, the most important video I've ever put out on YouTube. I want you to make sure that...
This is without a doubt the dumbest video he ever made. It's even worse than that one like weird homoerotic vlog he made. Yeah, this was terrible.
Stay until the end of this video, because even though it might get hard to watch at some points, or you might disagree with certain aspects...
Don't think I'll ever debate Shadow Starshine again, since I don't really see a point. It ended up, if I remember correctly, he ended up claiming animals don't have a certain type of memory. There was an issue with where we were debating that descriptive claim. But who cares? I ran the reductios. It just doesn't matter. I think I showed that he would be in favor of taking away a lot of human rights.
Of this video, the most important message is going to come at the end of the video, so please watch until the end. So without further ado, let's go over some of the biggest misconceptions that exist in the vegan community that I have come across. And the first one, I think, is going to be just from how people reacted on my Instagram when I even posted some of these opinions, which is meat is murder. Murder.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. So he made this specific claim. So not only did he say vegans who claim meat is murder are hurting the movement, he also said meat is not murder. So yeah, I would run the reductio, obviously. I could also point out this is also semantic argument that is question begging, as vegans claim animals should have the same rights as humans. So stating that meat is not murder, because murder only involves humans, is making a premise that assumes the conclusion is true. Yeah. So if meat isn't murder, obviously he would fucking, say human meat doesn't count. It's different somehow. So then I would just run name the trait. So if meat isn't murder, then name the trait that's lacking in an animal that if lacking in a human wouldn't be murder. He's probably going to say something like, he's probably going to use something like human DNA, I suppose. Or he might also use something like intelligence or maybe a conjunction of traits. So intelligence and genetics. But yeah, it's the main logical problem here is that it's a semantic argument. He's not actually arguing against the claim that killing animals is wrong. What he's doing is he's saying, well, he's using like a euphemism, basically saying, oh, well, it isn't murder though, because murder can only happen to a human. But again, if you're arguing against a vegan, their position, killing animals would be murder because they'd include animals within human rights. So he's basically arguing against that, stating eating meat is not murder because it only includes humans. So it's just question begging.
Murder is actually a word that denotes the crime of killing another person. So one person killing another person, that is murder. So already from the definition of the word, we're already using...
Oh yeah, if on top of that, if we're going to use legal definitions of murder, then Hitler did nothing wrong, because in Nazi Germany, Jews and other minorities did not have protection under the law, thus killing them was not murder. What's also interesting is this is also a contradiction to something he said later, because he said animals shouldn't have rights, and his basis for that was rights have to be granted, so they don't really exist. So arguing for animals to have rights is kind of like a pointless idea. But here he's appealing to a legal definition that grants rights to fucking human beings. So if he doesn't believe in something like law and fundamental rights because they're granted and thus don't exist, then why is he appealing to that definition? So I'll also add that note. This is also a contradiction with a later statement, as he is appealing to a legal definition of murder, which would require rights being granted to an individual. Later in the video, he states he is not in support of rights because rights have to be granted and thus don't exist. So he's kind of using double standards here. Carly off to a good start. Yeah, pretty much.
Using this word incorrectly, which when we do so, we sound like very confused individuals. Next one.
There is nothing confusing about that. Again, like the definition of veganism is having human rights, granting human rights to animals, so they would just be included in laws that protect against murder. If you press Windows key and press mic button, you can do speech to text in the app you're using, easier than typing. Nah, I'd rather type. How is it? Windows key H. Maybe try it. Mike donated $2. Do you consider Steffi Cohen a muscle mommy? Sure. I'm not particularly attracted to her, but yeah, she's muscular enough. Thanks for that donation, Mike.
Drinking milk is rape. See, I'm almost cringing saying this out loud, and maybe people will hear.
All right. So another statement. Drinking milk is not rape. We'll underline that. So cows are forcibly impregnated raped in order to produce milk. Therefore, by buying milk, you are supporting an industry that relies on rape. Again, so the reductio is run
It's
name the
highly
trade.
likely that he won't engage in name the trait or any other traditional debate tactics, because well, he's a Venus. Is there another way to pin him down on a dumbed down level, cause I wanna see a torture, not a one-punch win? Also, when is it?
Well, there's other ways of arguing, but name the trait like is really the most pertinent way because again, the argument is to like the argument is about whether or not animals should be granted human rights. So obviously you're going to want to make a comparison between animals and humans with name the trait.
What's going on everybody? Vince Goodrum here. People wanted to know what the Great One thinks, so I thought I'd oblige now there. Also a Gatewink video now there.
I'm not going to bother watching this. EDP, bounty hunters, stuff like this hinders the judicial process, quite dangerous. So, I don't know if it would hinder it. The problem is, what the evidence that they're gathering might not actually be able to be used in court because it could be considered entrapment. That's the only issue. And also when you're doing this pedophile bounty hunting thing, police are less likely to get involved. They have like a weird thing about civilians, gathering evidence against somebody. They'd rather do it. But he's sort of right. I don't totally disagree with him, and we'll watch the Frank video later. I already have that queued. Thanks for the donation, Goodrum. Yeah, so Quest, yeah, I'm expecting him to try to dodge, the name the trait reductios and shit, but I'm not going to let him, obviously. Thanks for the donation, though. So, yeah, cows are forcibly impregnated, raped in order to produce milk. Therefore, by buying milk, you're supporting an industry that relies on rape. Therefore, not unreasonable to call drinking milk rape. Again, name the trait reductio. If this was done to humans, you would state this is rape. Name the trait lacking in cows, that if lacking in humans, you wouldn't call this rape.
Like, oh my god, what a crazy person we have up here in the mountains. No, again, this is again another word that denotes a crime between human beings, which is the...
Okay, so again, this is question begging. So I'll probably underline this. Leo claims rape is a crime that can only be done against a human due to legal definition. So again, that's just fucking question begging. This is question begging. Vegans believe animals should have the same rights as human beings. Well, I should also add, it's a trivial semantic argument. Yeah, this is question begging. Vegans believe animals should have the same rights as human beings. So appealing to a legal definition is making a proposition that assumes the conclusion to be true. Also is a semantic argument.
How are you feeling? Eat before stream? What time did you start? Got a debate tonight?
I am feeling pretty goddamn good, Sam. I don't know why, but I've had a ton of energy lately, and I've been doing a bit more exercise during the day because of it. So I've been doing some rollerblading along with the mountain biking I'm doing. I didn't eat before stream. I ate right at the start of the stream. The usual, just some little bit of mock meat and lettuce. And we started an hour 20 minutes ago. We don't have a debate tonight. I have a debate tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And I'm just prepping for it. Thanks for the donation though, Sam. Appreciate it.
The action of
Oh yeah, I forgot. So this is also a contradiction with a later statement where he claimed rights should not be granted due to his belief. Due to his belief.
Are you at a point that you get bored debating non-vegans? The last few debates you've done has left me really underwhelmed with your opponents. They always devolve into solipsism or they just give up and start cope trolling. It's annoying and frustrating.
It's annoying and frustrating, but I enjoy making people look stupid, and especially in a circumstance like this where this jackass is spreading nonsense. I'll do it. But yeah, debating can be pretty frustrating. Thanks for the donation, Omni Vegan. Fire and Ice don't need tillers. Office jobs shouldn't exist, and I'll be replaced with remote work. Extreme take or no? No, I don't think that's an extreme take. You could replace most office jobs with remote work. Most. So if people are able to adhere to performance standards, I don't know why there'd be a problem with just having remote work. But thanks for the donation, Omni Vegan. Dodo donated $2.
His primary question program. His part.
Yes, very interesting. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
of forcing yourself upon someone and forcing them to have sexual intercourse with you against their own will, right, without consent. Two very violent, very traumatic, very, accept.
Not every rape is traumatic. So if you are completely unconscious, never found out you were raped, obviously that rape isn't traumatic. So I don't know why by definition it would be traumatic. And again, if you're going to say rape by definition has to be traumatic, then a lot of rapes that occur against human beings wouldn't be rape according to you.
Accepted unethical words, unethical actions that we are mixing in with the act of eating meat. It's no wonder people who hear this think vegans are completely insane. It doesn't take a huge
this is stupid.
Intellect to understand how wrong this is. I mean, think of this. If you're sitting in a restaurant and you're eating a steak, how much intention do you think that person has behind them for hurting?
Okay, so this is... what would you even fucking call it?
If you do some twerking tonight, can you twerk to the Just Good Friends by Michael Jackson? Thank you. LLLLUR Aniga Burgess, thanks.
Sure, Just Good Friends, Michael Jackson. If Sam pays me to twerk, then I'll do that for you. Thanks for the donation, Vince Goodrum. So I don't know what to call this. It's like non sequitur or something. So Leo's making the claim that eating meat isn't murder or rape because everyone who eats meat doesn't have the intention of harming an animal. So that is fucking bizarre to say. So obviously the reply to that would be intent doesn't really matter in this case. What matters is that animals are having their rights violated despite a lack of intention in doing so by the victim.
Hurting other animals. That person is there eating food, by the way, food that is very natural for humans. This is food for humans, right? Meat is something we've always eaten. And they're enjoying a meal. They're not...
Okay, I'm also gonna write another note. Leo makes the claim that meat is natural for humans and suggests that due to it being natural, it's okay. Like,
actively trying to hurt someone. If you compare that to, say, for example, raping, where someone is actively forcing them on someone with the intention of actually putting them through this painful, traumatic, horrible experience, and then you're going...
It is not by definition painful and traumatic. I don't know why he keeps adding that. Dodo donated $2. How is the US invasion of Iraq any worse than Russia invading Ukraine? They were both built on lies and illegal and war crimes. They're not. Thanks for that donation, Dodo.
Going to equate the two again. It sounds completely insane.
Well, the Iraq war was, Ukraine wasn't. Like, I don't want to be fucked with right now, dude.
Horrible thing to do. Not a good idea if your goal is to have veganism looked upon in a good light by other people. And the other...
Okay, I don't think I need to add another note. So I already said vegans who claim meat is murder is hurting the movement. It's basically related.
Other side note as well, of course, is that eating meat is something natural. Like I said, almost every person on the planet does it. It is completely normal. So you're talking about something that almost every single person does, as compared to rape and murder, which luckily...
That is very strange. Claims no one rapes and murders, but everyone eats meat. So, yeah, if you look at primitive societies, they have a nearly all of them die through violent means, and murder was commonplace. Does that make it okay? Why does something have to be common to be natural? What is natural? Why does it matter if something is natural? There's a lot of questions here. Kid Boo donated $2.
Classmates. But despite this, the school encouraged her to use the boys' bathroom.
Blair's daughter Sage had a history of mental health issues, including depression, eating disorders, self-harm, and hallucinations, and Blair informed the school of it prior to any of the incidents. However, the school pursued
Mom sues school district over school's secret gender transition of daughter. How can she sue? If she told the school that she identifies as male or something, they have to respect that. They're not transitioning, they're just respecting the gender identity. Like, what?
a social transition for Sage behind the back of her parents.
Like, again, the idea of social transition, that is so, like, that is kind of a thing that requires both an effort on the subject and the people around them. So it's not like the school can socially transition somebody. The social transition has to be done by both this person and the school just, complies with the person's gender identity. So claiming that's like part of transitioning is just weird.
The Ukraine war is a hoax. I'm not sure why people keep thinking this shit is happening. I'm from Ukraine, and I can promise you everything is fine. This is classic US propaganda to shovel money into their own pockets.
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks for the donation, dipshit.
Hi VG. I'm glad to hear that you are doing fucking good today. Don't you just love when democratic states like New York condemn and kick out neo-Nazis while red states like Florida are accepted and not condemned? I'm convinced that all Republicans are Nazis.
Well, there's a reason why there's Nazi rallies in Florida, so, yep. Thanks for the donation, though, Bend Over.
According to the lawsuit filed by the Child and Parent Rights Campaign, Bernadette Broyles, Blair's attorney, told Washington Examiner,
I don't know how a parent could have a right to know a child's gender identity. Like, that's part of their own... Like, a parent doesn't have a right over somebody's identity. So, like, what is this? What is even being alleged in the lawsuit? Whatever. This woman's just a fucking idiot.
Luckily for us, a very, very small minority of human beings engage in this behavior, in this activity. Next misconception then. We used to get all of our B12 from nature, or we are herbivores. Both of these, again, are factually and scientifically incorrect.
So I'd agree with that. We're opportunistic eaters, and yes, we would have had to have gotten B12 from animal sources, like, way back in the past.
B12 you have to get from animal products in nature. I've actually looked at the research. I know some people do say this. There's a few places in the world where some natural water has the right amount of microbes during a certain season so that you can get a small amount of B12. Even then, it's probably not enough to actually get you the B12 you need. And throughout the rest of the seasons of the year and for the rest of the world that doesn't have access to this really small isolated sources of water, you're not going to get it from nature. And again, it goes without saying from a scientific point of view, the herbivorous argument is completely incorrect. To disprove this, I can just ask you this question. What kind of animal who is a herbivore, when placed in nature and put on a herbivorous diet, does not survive? Because that is the case for humans. If you put a human being and ask them to survive on a herbivorous diet out in nature, we would not make it. And all the adaptations, all the anatomy and physiology support.
I think he is misusing the term herbivore because herbivorous animals do eat meat. You'll find giraffes eating bones. You will also see things like deer eating mice or fish. You'll see all kinds of things like this. And again... It's for various reasons. Sometimes food is scarce. Sometimes they need certain minerals that they're having trouble getting, so they'll eat a different food source. Shit like that. But, yeah, herbivore just talks about, like, general eating patterns. Like, same with carnivore. It doesn't mean you never eat meat or you never eat plants.
That human beings eat both plants and animals. And I still stand behind a lot of the content that I've made here on my YouTube channel before, where I think predominantly plant-based is the healthiest option, and we should try to avoid eating too much meat, especially, of course, processed meat, but also not overdo red meat. A completely whole food plant-based diet with the right supplements, many people can actually do well on that diet, but there is no doubt that human beings are omnivorous. Next misconception. For people who have tried eating vegan and didn't make it, they were doing it wrong. So,
by definition, they'd be doing it wrong. So, Leo claims that people who eat a vegan diet and couldn't stick to it weren't doing it wrong necessarily. They may just not be able to follow a vegan diet. So, obviously, the challenge to this is please provide evidence of a disease or condition that would make it impossible for someone to follow a purely plant-based diet. And he wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. By definition, if they couldn't stay on the diet, they didn't appropriately plan it for themselves. They did it. They did it wrong.
Notice just before I said I think many people can be healthy on a vegan diet with the right supplements, myself included. I feel great on a vegan diet and I have no problem sustaining this lifestyle. But there are a lot of people who don't, and I have experienced, by the way, I used to believe this myself. I used to believe they're doing it wrong. But there are so many people who genuinely want to be vegan. They've tried again and again and their health declines.
Like, all these people who've claimed this, that they say, oh, their health was declining, like, the only thing they can really say is, I was kind of tired a lot. I had, like, really bad pimples. I had, like, really bad period pain. Like, these are all things that just are not fucking major health problems. That you could just... either it's just clearly in their head and they're making shit up, or just like very simple diet modification could change some of these things, and in some cases, like they just need to be on medication, like fucking Maddie Lindburner claiming she couldn't be vegan anymore because she had really bad period pain. Take a fucking contraceptive pill so you don't have periods anymore, you dumb bitch! Like, why the fuck do you have to menstruate? So, yeah, that is just fucking horseshit.
When they go on a vegan diet, which makes sense when you put someone on a diet which is unnatural for their species. It makes sense that
Oh yeah, he'll name his brother. My elbows hurt and I had like acne and my skin was kind of red. Like it just
people aren't going to tolerate it that well. Let's even take this logical step to the extreme and say, you know what, maybe there is a way, right? Like I used to say, there's 1,000 different ways of doing the vegan diet. I'm sure there's one way for everyone. Even if that were to be correct, even if we do entertain that possibility, do you really think it is reasonable? Do you really think it is fair for someone whose health is declining to keep trying different versions of...
Oh, so now he's claiming it's unfair to force somebody to keep trying different versions of a diet to see what worked out. Okay, so I'll add that as another note. Leo claims that it's wrong to force someone to keep trying different versions of a vegan diet while they're struggling from health issues due to eating purely plant-based. So if he's going to claim that, okay, if they only if they only claim their health improves from, if they claim the only way for their health to improve is by eating human meat, would it be wrong to tell them, or sorry, to force them not to eat human meat? Okay, so then obviously run name the trait reductio. Name the trait lacking in animals, that if also lacking in humans would justify allowing someone to eat human meat to alleviate their health issues from a plant-based diet. This is just, like, so wacky. There's a lot of points here. So, yeah, the first one I'm definitely going to bring up is meat isn't murder. I think I'll number these just so it's clear which ones I want to bring up in the debate. Drinking milk is not rape. It's another
My
one.
tummy hurts. Should I stop being vegan?
If you stop being vegan, you should just eat your own fucking fingers. How about that? But thanks for the donation, Dick Masterson. Appreciate it. Drinking milk is not rape. Number 2. Eating meat isn't murder or rape because everyone who eats meat doesn't have the intention. Think I'll just include. Leo makes the claim meat is natural for humans. Maybe I'll include that as number 3. Leo claims that people who eat a vegan diet and couldn't stick to it, that's definitely something that's going to be number 4. I don't know if I can make it through this whole video because, like, we're only 6 minutes in, it's 23 minutes, and we already have, what, 4 points we want to address?
Of this diet, try and fail with no guarantee that eventually this person is going to find the vegan diet that works for them. Do you really think that is reasonable?
Right, so if I figured that I need to kill and eat humans in order to be healthy, it would be ethical to kill humans.
I think it is pretty clear that it absolutely is not. So again, not everybody can be on a vegan diet. There's no data, there's no science backing that everybody can be healthy on the vegan diet. Absolutely not. This one I know a lot of people will disagree with me on. Vegans.
If you can't be healthy on a vegan diet, you just can't be healthy.
Would you agree to this answer? I'd consider it based.
Let me take a look. What is healthy masculinity?
It is healthy masculinity. I am so happy you asked. It is certainly not what you see online. It is not what the people are saying about driving the fanciest cars, lifting the most weight, having the fattest wallet. That's all bullshit.
Don't care. Thanks for the donation, Ben.
Are not morally superior to non-vegans. And I say this again, vegans are not morally superior to non-vegans. A lot of people argue.
Okay. That is definitely something I want to write down. Leo claims Leo claims vegans are not superior to non-vegans. This would obviously imply that it's okay to commit a holocaust. There's just no way of, stating that otherwise.
Argue, oh no, meat eaters, they're animal abuse supporters. No, they are not. Most people in the world are against animal abuse.
So you can be against animal abuse and support it, stupid. There's a thing called cognitive dissonance. There's a thing called dishonesty.
Venus logic, you need to be a cannibal to be healthy. You can only not be a cannibal for so long before your health deteriorates. Smack him around, Richard. Show him no fucking mercy.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm just gonna say shit straight up that what he's saying is stupid. Don't worry. I'm expecting that when I run like name the trait reductios, he's just gonna leave. So don't get too excited, but I think he's just gonna like check out and leave. Because like what he's saying is just so easily debunked and proven wrong. Did he ever even look at my comment? Nah, doesn't look like he ever ended up replying. He might have seen it.
And by the way, there is absolutely a way of producing meat without animal abuse. It is just that the way things are today with...
Well, right now it looks like maybe not. So they're still using fetal bovine serum albumin as a growth medium for lab-grown meat. I'm sure in the future they can find some way of not needing to use that, so I'm sure in the future there could be a way. Fucking people annoy me.
Factory farming is not conducive to making and producing meat with animal welfare in mind. It's just not. The industrial process does not...
We don't care about animal welfare, we care about animal rights. So why would I care if like cows or chickens or something are being treated better? I care if their rights are being violated.
Let's take that into account. So the actual meat in itself does not have to include animal abuse. So when you already make that...
Okay, so I'll write that down as number 5, I guess. I think I'll like maybe just stop maybe it like in the middle here because some of the shit gets insanely stupid. So number 6, Leo claims that you can produce meat without causing animal abuse. Obviously that's just fucking stupid unless he's talking about lab-grown meat. It sounds like he's talking about traditional agriculture. Obviously the response to that is animal agriculture is by definition abusive as it's exploitative and leads to the animal's death. If humans were treated in such a way, you'd obviously call this abusive, to say the least. That might lead to a name the trait reductio.
Jump in logic and say all meat equals murder or rape or animal abuse, you're already taking a huge logical shortcut, which ends up ultimately being incorrect.
Right, so if you were to like raise a child to say the age of, I don't know, like 6 years old, treated them really well and everything, and then you just shot them in the back of the head, chopped them up, and turned your kid into burgers, you wouldn't call that abuse. And if there was a literal industry where people raise children for meat, you wouldn't call that industry by definition abusive. That's really fucking interesting. I'd love to hear him name the trait. There's just no fucking way of there's no way of doing this, like saying these things without taking away human rights.
I hope you guys are already seeing some trends here. The more black and white you are about these things, the more you are going to be wrong.
Yes, I am black and white when it comes to a Holocaust. Holocaust bad. There's no gray zone here.
Because we live in a complex, nuanced world, and there's absolutely a way to produce meat without animal abuse. Like I said, it's just not the way most meat is produced.
Yeah, so that's definitely a point. Oh yeah, I should also add, this is a welfare claim. Vegans aren't welfarists, so regardless, you're violating their rights.
in an industrial farming system as we have in most of the world today. The other one that I got a lot is eating meat is wrong, right? It's immoral to eat meat. Meat eating is evil, all this kind of stuff, unethical. Let me go through this one real quickly. This one got a lot of attention on my Instagram. So morality, by definition, is something subjective. It is something that we
is... I don't know if this would technically be a moral realism argument. So let me see. 7, Leo states eating meat isn't wrong. And he's going to go into detail as to why.
humans decide is incorrect, right? We don't think that any other animal has the concept of morality at all. So we have created this concept in order to separate right from wrong. Now, by definition, if this...
No. We have concepts like right and wrong because it leads to pro-social behaviors, which ultimately are beneficial for well-being and survival. That's such a strange statement. We come up with concepts of right and wrong so we can determine what's right and wrong?
This is subjective. This is going to vary. This is going to depend on who you are, where you come from, what culture you're from, what religion you're from, what interests you have, what experiences you have, what friends you surround yourself with.
So I think I get the gist of what he's saying. Leo states eating meat isn't wrong as morality is subjective and everyone is going to have their own opinion. Okay. So raping children isn't wrong because some people have the opinion that it's okay to rape children. Like, it's just so fucking retarded. Like, by the way, I don't even see how this is relevant. So yes, morality is subjective, but morality is by definition like pro-social beliefs and behaviors. So you can get, well, actually I shouldn't probably say that. Yes, morality is subjective, but we can test logical consistency and make arguments to get people to adopt our beliefs. Why, like, like, if you believe something is wrong, you can't just, like, how should I write this? Yeah, morality is subjective, but we can test logical consistency, make arguments to get people to adopt our beliefs. Like, claiming, like, these things shouldn't become not meaningful to us just because these things are subjective. It doesn't mean they're not meaningful to us.
It is going to vary a lot from one person to the next. So if you have something that is subjective and which varies a lot from person to person, how are we going to make a standard of morality that works?
We make a standard of morality because morality requires people to agree upon it. Again, like, the concept of morality is just a number of pro-social beliefs and actions or attitudes or behaviors that just benefit people or benefit members of that group. So you can do things like test logical consistency. You can make compelling arguments that appeal to somebody's sensibilities. So you might not like the idea of someone else suffering, well, if you can prove that animals are suffering, that might be something somebody's interested in. Like, this is just such a weird question. And this would also apply to literally everything else. If you're going to claim eating meat isn't wrong because it's just an opinion, it's all subjective, then, okay, raping children isn't wrong. You'd have to admit that. You'd have to also state that Hitler did nothing wrong. Because again, it's just somebody's opinion. Some Nazis would say Hitler was a great person. He did everything right. It's just subjective. Like, yes, it is subjective, but like we do for the most part agree on a lot of axiomatic values, like, reducing suffering, protecting the rights of others. So, such a bizarre thing to say.
Works for everyone. Well, in a democratic world, that means we are going to go with what most people think is okay. So by definition, most people...
No, not necessarily. And like, again, it's subjective. So one individual might think something's right. Some other person might think it's wrong. Like, just because something like an opinion is held by the majority, well, the majority might have contradictory beliefs. Like, he even admitted that most people don't like the idea of animal abuse, but they support animal abuse with their food choices. Like, so if there's a contradiction here where they agree animal abuse is wrong, but they also support animal abuse with every meal they eat, so you're saying the correct opinion is it is both right and wrong to support animal abuse?
People think it is completely okay to eat meat. And who are we, the vegans of less than 1% of the population? We are an extreme minority. Who are we to be so arrogant as to tell everybody else?
Okay, Leo also claims it's arrogant for a minority to tell a majority that what they are doing is morally wrong. It was arrogant of the Jews to demand their rights be protected. It was arrogant of gays in Africa to demand their rights be protected and not be murdered. Like, these are just fucking crazy claims. I'm gonna maybe put that as number 8. It's sort of related, but actually, I'll just put that underlined and leave it under the numbered thing. I think we're almost done. Like, I don't have to go through this whole stupid fucking video. This is the shit that I care more about. So he makes some claims later about, like, animal agriculture deaths.
That they are wrong and we are correct. If we seriously go around pointing fingers at the masses doing that, again, we're only ostracizing, only separating, only isolating ourselves and minimizing the effect that we can have on people outside of our community. Even when talking about ethics, right? Because morality is more individual, whereas ethics, from my understanding, is a more universal thing. But even again, from ethics, you cannot say that meat is unethical. You can say that animal abuse is unethical, right? Torturing animals.
This is just retarded.
Animals is unethical. Again, most people will agree on that point. However, animal abuse is not a necessary component of meat.
It is by definition.
Most people do not buy meat.
It is by definition if you're talking about animal egg. And then here he goes making the extent, oh, well, most people don't buy meat with the intention of abusing animals. Well, it doesn't matter what their intention is. That is what it is doing. Gigliardo. Thanks for the resub, dude.
Did you know that within the past 24 to 48 hours, the Republican Party is claiming that the neo-Nazis in Florida were sent by Biden? LMFAO fucking psychotic.
Why don't you ask them? Yeah, what a cope for, like, look, if your political party is, and candidates are endorsed by Nazis, I think it's just a wake-up call that maybe your beliefs are fucked up because Nazis agree with them. Like, it's just such a retarded cope. That's insane. Thanks for that donation, Ben.
For the animal abuse. They're not trying to abuse animals. And I do agree with you. There is a lot of animal abuse in the industrial animal agriculture system. And this is a point I'm going to make to you. Another reason why we are not morally superior to meat eaters is because we are also causing death of animals, innocent animals, all the time when we eat vegan food.
Yeah, so I think we'll stop here. He's just going into stupid shit like crop deaths, which easy to fucking debunk. It's stupid. These are the main points. Like, I'm really most interested in debating him on rights, not, you know, descriptive claims about who's killing more animals, stupid shit like that. So yeah, I think we have 7 points, 7 distinct points that I want to debate. So for one thing, he claims meat isn't murder, and vegans who claim meat is murder are hurting the movement. Drinking milk is not rape. Rape is a crime that can only be done against a human due to legal definition. We've already gone over that. Leo makes the claim that meat eating is natural for humans and suggests that due to it being natural, it's okay. Really weird. Leo claims that people who eat a vegan diet and couldn't stick to it weren't doing it wrong necessarily. They may just not be able to follow a vegan diet. Claims vegans are not superior to non-vegans. Claims that you can produce meat without causing animal abuse. States eating meat isn't wrong as morality is subjective. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. Oh, wait, there was a claim he made later that he was against the idea of giving animals rights.
Well, a lot of that food is going to the animals. Yeah, hypocritical because you're also killing animals. This kind of stuff. As long as you're subscribing to the industrial foods, not everybody can thrive on a vegan around you. You are responsible for your actions. It's a completely silly argument. Concepts. We're all going to die. You know, enjoy every. I would actually argue more towards the opposite, even for so we should rape each other and kill each other because that's natural too. I've already kind of covered that in the past in the video as well. It's kind of a 5-year-old level argument, completely silly argument. So please don't use it. Again, it makes us sound like absolute fools. Here's an interesting one. Animals have a right to life.
So here's where he's going to talk about the rights thing.
I would actually argue more towards the opposite, even for humans, right? It's
both humans and animals don't have a right to life because rights have to be granted. I think that's basically what he said. I think I'll leave that as number 8, and I might not bring up every single one of these points in the debate because some of them are kind of interrelated, but I definitely want to bring this one up.
It's like nobody actually has a right to life when you think about it. Again, these are human-made concepts. We're all going to die. You know, if Mr. Death comes to your door and says, okay, we're going now, you're not going to say, wait on a second. I have the right to life. I'm going to live forever. I can't die. We're all going to die. It's not really...
A right to life protects you against somebody taking your life. It doesn't prevent you from dying. Oh my God, this guy's a moron.
It's more of a gift. It is a gift that we are alive, and that is why we should enjoy every second of this life as much as we can. You can even say it from a mathematical point of view. Death is, if that is the n equals 1, then if death comes from a human being slaughtering an animal, you could even argue that that death is probably a lot nicer than the death that's going to come in nature.
Okay, well, cows, chickens, and pigs don't exist in nature, and you could also argue that if I were to kill you, that would spare you from a painful death. Like the way most people die, like what, the leading cause of death in the US is heart disease, next is cancer. Those are horrible ways to die. They're very fucking painful, especially cancer. So chances are, very high likelihood, like Leo's gonna die of something like cancer. So is it okay for me to kill you because it spares you from a painful death later?
What we agree in the vegan community, and what most people who aren't vegan also agree with, is that we don't like animal abuse. And this is where the focus should be. This is where we need to be talking about how can we make conditions better for animals.
No, so yeah, that's a welfare argument. So both humans and animals don't have a right to life because rights have to be granted. I'll put a star. Ask him to explain his position further. And then titles are granted. Does he believe he's not a doctor because that title is a concept that was granted to him? Do you think humans should have rights that are protected by an institution like a government? And again, if he's going to deny that, let's just like name the trait reductio. All right, that's good. I've got like at least 5 points that I'm going to bring up during the debate, and he's probably just going to run immediately because he'll figure out pretty quickly that what he said is just stupid. That'll be that. Let's watch some mints.
Yeah, you got it all wrong, fans. This Olympia clothing line's like Gymshark Fitness Apparel. This is a fitness apparel line. We're coming out with hoodies, stringers, tank top, gym short, joggers, cut-off shorts for the ladies, the whole 9 yards, everything. Also got I'm gonna be cooking tonight eggs. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm letting you know I'm gonna be on the Howard Stern show very soon.
Hey cousin. Been doing some thinking. I think a good revenue stream for us would be to collab on OnlyFans. If you were willing and Jasmine was okay with it, I would even be the bottom. We could split the earnings 50-50. Please send me a DM and get back to me.
I'm not going to do that. But thanks for the donation, the real Vince Goodrum. Dodo donated $2. Can you play Area 51 game now, please? No. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
For my rap music, I'm going to be singing a freestyle live. I got my trip to Vegas next month for my movie, my fan film movie. I got a lot of things. I'm taking risks. It's about taking risks and challenges and taking risks in life and molding and crafting and putting something together. It's about opening up the box and believing in yourself. I started in fitness. I was famous, building my following on social media. Now I'm capitalizing, taking a risk and see if I make it big in the movie industry and rap industry. I got my 4 tracks coming out rap with Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Like, he's saying this on his YouTube channel. It's just so bizarre how he thinks his own subscribers would think he's famous.
Another guy and another guy. I got my supplement line out. I got my BCA double A's coming out soon. I got my my action figures coming, my own bobblehead, my autographs to verify, my own Dark Lord Spaniard cologne coming out, fragrance in a couple of years. I got my own book I wrote, biography about my life and overcoming problems, disabilities. I got my own my own ab cream, my own wrist taper, my own wrist straps, my own clothing business. I got my own app. I got gaming. I got YouTube. What else I got? I got my own jewelry coming out. Bling bling status. J Cream jewelry. And let me tell you something. Tonight I'm eating food. I'm gonna be on the house soon. It's about taking risks. Like, I'm really not that dumb as you think I am. I just play dumb. I'm actually dyslexia, speech problem, and difficulty speaking in words on bookwork. Like, I have bad, poor skills in speech problems and reading and writing and math. I'm actually very smart in history and science and art and marketing and acting and music and business mind thought. I have a lot of ideas I think of out of the box. I have many. I'm street smart. Not the greatest in bookwork, but I try, read okay, writing with fix the grammar. I'm still doing fitness.
He's gone on like what, at least 5 or 6 of these weird rants.
Is Leo a real MD?
Yeah, so he did graduate from medical school. I don't know if he finished his residency to actually get a medical license. Somebody in the chat said he got his degree in Ireland and he can't actually be a doctor in Norway, which is where he lives. So, at the very least, he did actually get a medical degree. I don't know if he's actually a licensed doctor at this point, because again, he'd have to have finished residency. Thanks for the donation, though, Sam. Appreciate it.
And doing things, and I got a lot of things up to come. Like, it's about taking risks. I got ADD, OCD, Tourette's, and dyslexia. I got some conditions.
Goddamn right about that.
I still know how to drive. I still know how to eat. I still know how to clothe myself. I still know how to function. I still know how to edit.
Yes. Brag about being able to read and feed yourself. And he can just barely do that. Ugh. Lee. Fuck, dude. Oh, this thing is annoying. There we are. That's a little better. Maybe we can go a bit higher. That's about right. What? I guess. Just give me a second. There you go.
Edit videos. I'm very multi-talented. I'm gonna be on the Howard.
Would I live stream on TikTok? Don't think so, no. There's no point. You can't make money.
Stern Show. I got a lot of things going on. I got, a lot of things. I'm going to be traveling to Vegas, eventually moving to LA, start my career. I left fitness because fitness was full of lies. He said they were all natural. Most of them don't, like Brad Kessler. He lists the weights, they're all fake. Fitness is political. I got out. Why limit yourself just in fitness when you can?
He is just lazy and doesn't want to train, and then he says, oh yeah, I'm getting out of the fitness game because, like, the industry is so corrupt. Just didn't want to fucking train.
Mainstream into the music and the acting business and be freaking blow up and be global. Like Arnold, he took a risk. He went from bodybuilding into acting. It's about
he didn't take a risk.
Risks and gambles, see if they pay off.
It's about
He
challenging
didn't take a
yourself.
risk.
You gotta believe in yourself to be inspired. So now we're gonna cook. I'm gonna have Costco chicken, some Costco chicken, and some hummus. Simple stuff. I'm not very hungry tonight. I've just really been kind of fasting today. I'm trying to keep my weight maintained for the movies. I want to look good for Hollywood, so I want to have a great body. Stay around 190 to 200 pounds. That's about maintenance. I'm staying in a, keeping my macros and caloric intake and all my.
Yeah, he should probably weigh closer to 160 or 170.
You know, I'm gonna have my chicken right now and my hummus. Gonna ready to eat my dinner. I want to show you something before.
Maui and Joey. 77,777.
Oh my god. Wow. That orange cat attack. Those are some handsome kitties. Thanks for the donation, thee them thou. Hench Herbivore made a video saying not to eat bananas. Well, Hench Herbivore is a fucking moron, so who gives a shit? I do not know where the fuck people get these stupid ass ideas. He's going more and more insane.
Before I go, I got something I want to show you guys. Since I have people who work in the movie industry, I got me a certified Hathaway and a Carrie Fisher autograph legit.
That's a good edit.
What's up, guys? I forgot my camera and microphone today, so we're filming this on the iPhone. And our new exciting product for this week is potato chips. I've been speaking about the last.
New Frankwitz. Are you going to end the stream early since you have an early debate?
Well, it's not like I'm going to be able to get to sleep anytime soon, so I'm just going to keep streaming like until I feel tired or I get bored or something, but I'm just going to keep streaming. Thanks for the donation though, Sam, and yeah, this is a new Frank vid.
Last 2 weeks, but I'm excited. We finally have the seed oil free organic potatoes fried in organic coconut oil with custom organic spice blend.
And those are the shittiest potatoes you could possibly eat because they're cooked in coconut oil.
And guys, I was a little irritated yesterday as soon as I posted the announcement of the potato chips. All the corporate chills, dozens and dozens of comments saying like, oh no, you should buy from this brand instead, or you should go to Costco and buy this. It's actually pathetic and disgusting that they want you to buy these migraine-inducing seed oil poisonous chips, and they're trying to tell you they're as good as
Seed oils do not cause migraines, they are not poisonous, and you're just a fucking moron selling overpriced garbage.
It's actually comical and pathetic and sad, but hey, they need to eat
Speaking
caviar
of,
in their caves, so go figure.
Your life is
one thing I
comical,
wanted to
pathetic,
mention
and sad.
was made a mistake on the lemon light. I think it was the type of stevia we used, or we just put too much magnesium in it, but it did not taste good. The first batch of lemon light that we sent out was absolutely amazing and delicious, and I had a canister of that, so I tested that next to the new one, and there was something wrong with the new one. So everyone that ordered it, I'm going to send you guys a new one this week. I mean, it's several $1,000 mistake on my end, but you know.
He does look a bit twinkier, yes. I'm just gonna not have his face on cam for a second so I don't offend you. I'm just gonna go get a drink. All right.
I want you guys to know that I'm sorry we made a mistake on the product. It doesn't taste like it should. The nutrition facts on the label are correct, and there's nothing different on the ingredient list that's in the product. However, it doesn't taste good, so you guys can't.
clearly the label is not accurate if it tastes completely different. He even said he might have put in too much magnesium. Why would anybody buy the shit from Frank? And like, rather than just throwing it out because it's not a viable product, there's obviously something wrong with it. Yeah, he just says buy it anyway. It tastes like shit. It's wrongfully dosed. Who knows what the fuck's in it? But just buy it anyway. Next batch will be fine. An idiot.
Can't really drink it that. I mean, some people liked it, some people were okay with it, but tasting it side by side with the original formula, it's like night and day. It's not even close. It's not even close. So hopefully we can get the lemon light fixed up.
I tend to avoid eating any foods that have a lot oils in the ingredients. 7K is a fair amount of money.
Well, yeah, that's fine. You can do that. You obviously want to control calories, and if you're eating foods that have a lot of oils added, they can be pretty high in calories. Yeah, 7K is a fair amount of money. What is that in regards to? Thanks for the donation, though, Sam. Do you like butts or boobs? Butts, obviously. Butts are the business end.
By maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and you guys should have it. New one by the weekend. And if you guys are ordering it moving forward,
this is just diet iced tea.
Rule 1 of operating a business is quality control. You have to taste every batch, which I failed to do on that one. I'm surprised more people didn't say anything, to be honest, because I hyped it up a lot. I'm just walking over to the warehouse side. You guys haven't seen anything in here in a while, but there is nothing new in here. Okay, so
Frank looks 20 years older than normal because he's been suntanning like crazy and he eats like shit. He literally thinks fish and chips are health food.
guys have been packing up orders because it's Tuesday. We're a little backed up as today was Labor Day weekend, so Monday everything was closed. Got some orders here. So my guys put all the potato chips in this storage room we have over here. So here we have it, guys. Organic potato chips.
Holy shit, $5.50 for a tiny bag. Like, what is that, 8 potato chips?
These are the plain salted ones. We also have a mushroom flavor and salt and vinegar. And guys, I said it in the short a few days ago.
You have to be a real fucking genius to buy this crap. I don't know how anybody would fucking think it's a good idea to buy from Frank.
Frank said he lost $7,000 on a purchase.
Oh, I missed that. He lies a lot. Like, he said he had to pay over $8 a bag for the potato chips he's selling. Like, that's obviously not true, because then he'd be selling it at a loss. So he lies about how much money he has to spend all the fucking time. He's sort of full of shit. Who knows, but, you know, maybe he did lose 7,000, and that's why he's angry and upset and is anxious all the time. Thanks for the donation, though, Sam.
I went to the ends of the earth to get these potato chips made because, to me, it was just unbelievable that in the entire market, online, in stores, they don't exist. You cannot buy potato chips that aren't poisoning you. Well, now you can.
Again, seed oils are not poisonous. I really wish I could meet him in person, literally strangle him, and then just tell him why seed oils are not poisonous.
So the sea salt ones, they're plain, they're good, I like them. The mushroom, they're a little more expensive because that really high quality shiitake mushroom powder was super expensive. It has like a slight earthy flavor, and then the aftertaste, you get a lot of that mushroom. And then the salt and vinegar are my favorite. You know, the acidity really cuts through the coconut oil, so I like those a lot. But, you know, just a nice snack to have a few times a week.
Ew, so those chips even have a coconut oil flavor on them. Yeah, those suck, dude.
We got interrupted by a phone call. Downside of filming on the phone. So yeah, it's just a nice snack to have a few times a week, especially now that school's starting back up. You guys can get your kids some healthy potato chips. And just in general, I mean, I remember last time, I think I had the Siete jalapeno salt and vinegar chips for lunch one day, and I had a migraine the rest of the day. So this avocado oil they use is rancid. They're not using organic potatoes, so it's full of agrochemicals. So
he is one of the biggest hypochondriacs I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that you have to make everything yourself, but now you guys don't have to. And we got the price down to around $5 a bag, which is an improvement from last time because our Amish buddy was making me pay almost $8 a bag. And then next time, we're going to get an even better price on the oil, so I should be able to reduce the price even further for you guys.
So he's probably using really shitty, non-virgin, refined coconut oil to fry with. That's why it's cheaper. So it's funny how he's like, "Ooh, seed oil's so bad," and then he gets like the shittiest, lowest quality coconut oil he possibly can. Hexacorn donated $2, pizza mints. Let me see. Yeah, we saw this. It's a pretty funny clip, though. We'll react to that after the Frank.
A lot of these companies, they just pocket the profits, but I just remain broke, and I give you guys, a better price. This is like an apology kind of thing. I should actually. Everyone wants that. Fresh milk. This is Tufano kefir. We have fans blowing inside are really loud. Just throw them on the grill, and then you all the leaves left. Bars, keys. As I mentioned, is like after I fix it.
Well, Frank is dumb, but we already knew that.
All right, pizza review time. Davis Square. What's that say? Dragon? Is that what it says? Dragon Pizza. Looked phenomenal in the case. Now, I don't know if we're a little late because I was changing my shirt, so the video would look different. I went to this like vintage Buffalo Exchange across the street. I picked this out, kind of vibing, like, right? $13, great purchase. Like, I would be buying this anyways. It was either that or the old school Canby shirt. So I kind of bought both. I can't make decisions. Anyways, if you're into the vintage shit, good shit. Anyways, the pizza looked phenomenal. I don't know how long it was sitting there. It looked, I'm gonna be honest, it looked better in the case. It looked more well done in the case than this one. So we'll see what we got. One bite, everyone knows the rules. It is very thin. I don't know if we fucked them, Austin, because this thing's a super floppy. And you said this had 50 reviews in an 8, right? That's on the One Bite app. One Bite app rarely is off. I do smell the Parmesan. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a floppy mess. Strong Parmesan. Like the Parmesan is, come on right through. People, it's the neck of the woods. What's going on there? We're really holding up traffic. People don't want to go. Strong Parmesan. This is an acquired taste. Like if you get this, know you're gonna get hit with a left, right in the face with Parmesan. I'm not the biggest Parm guy. Wow. I just don't love Parm, so I'm gonna go. How do you score that? Because if you like Parm, fine. If you don't, I don't. 6-4. I know it's way off.
Yo, Dave, right?
Yeah.
What's good, man?
What's going on?
Nice to welcome to Boston, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have I been at where?
Somerville.
Yeah, I used to live in Davis Square, which we're currently in. Yeah, I spent years here.
My name is Dom of the Year.
Dom of the Year?
Yeah.
VG, how are you, my dude? Hope your mental health is on track. You seem like you've been doing well. Wonder how the meditation, gratitude practices worked for you? Said you were gonna try. Peace, my dude.
Mental health's doing pretty good lately. I've not had any depressive episodes that have lasted more than like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Like over the last week, maybe twice I felt down, but that only lasted for maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. Then I just got over it. The meditation has been helping. What I've noticed most of all, it's just made me more efficient. Like, I don't get stuck thinking about things for so long, and it just makes the day go a lot smoother. I'm also on new meds, so that might also be
Are we
helping.
done with Frank?
Yeah, we're done with Frank. He hasn't uploaded any new content. He doesn't have any new shorts. Thanks for the donation, though, Sam. But yeah, I'm on new meds. It's an antipsychotic. It's a really low dose. But one weird side effect I've noticed is it's made me way more sociable. So, like, I'll start talking to people for no reason. It's really weird. I never do that. But thanks for the donation, though, Jake.
Okay.
I actually used to work at Dragon Pizza. How do you like it?
Too much parm.
Yeah.
I feel like you saw me and you were like plotting your move, how you're gonna come up. So what does Dom of the Year mean?
Yeah, so Dom, my name is Dom.
Yep.
Man of the Year. So it's like Dom of the Year. Every year I get better and better. So I am.
Like a vintage like Dom Perignon? No.
Dom
Unrelated.
My name, yeah.
Right, but when you're like Dom of the Year, every year like a vintage.
Bars, yeah. Better and
But
better.
no.
Yeah, weed is not an antidepressant or an antipsychotic, so no, there's no point in smoking marijuana, dumbass. Thanks for the fucking medical advice, jackass. Fuck you.
You're just Dom, and every year it gets better. Nothing to do with champagne. Name. But if you want to do that on champagne, that would actually work. Like a vintage.
Produce, I make music.
Okay.
I'm a chef as well.
Chef where?
I do private chef right now.
Oh, all right.
I used to work here.
What do you think of this?
It used to be good. You said you just got it out the case?
Well, I thought it had a lot of parm on. Yeah, take a slice. Go. Watch out. It's floppy. See? It's like a little bit. It may have been too long in the box. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, we saw this video a few days
What
ago,
does
but
Dom
somebody
of the Year have
downloaded
on
it. And it's pretty funny.
It may have been our fault because it may have been sitting for a bit.
I used to make these. So you said 6, right?
I saw it 6.4, which isn't great for me, no.
Yeah,
But
I'd
again,
say
it may have
6.
been, it looked better in the case. It's like Best of Boston and all this stuff. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Dave.
Yes.
Enjoy your pizza as any customer, but I don't appreciate what you do coming in and judging a business with one bite.
Well, we do more. Is this your spot?
This is my spot.
Oh.
I hope you enjoy your pizza, but I don't appreciate what you do to small businesses.
Well, I help. The good news is I
don't
give
see
you
it that way.
a terrible school. That guy. Well, Dom of the Year, can I ask you?
Yeah.
What was his problem?
Like
I'm actually helped so many small businesses. This bit, now I can say peacefully, this pizza's trash.
I did say I used to work here.
Dragon Pizza's so good.
Try it. Try it, tell me it's good.
I've tried it before, it's good. And they have really good gelato and stuff too. I'll try it. I just saw.
Fair.
I'm like one of your biggest fans. I'm not even kidding you. I almost just shit when I saw you.
Honest score here.
Honest score. We're literally, yeah. What do you think?
I thought it was bad. It was too parmy and floppy for me.
It does parm me.
Yeah.
It is parm me.
Thank God
I'm
I
too
didn't say it
nice.
was good.
I'm too nice.
I actually gave this, no joke. I try to give everybody good scores. I gave this place like maybe the worst score I've given in a long time, and then the owner came out was an asshole, so
I feel like
it
you
actually
don't like
worked out.
floppy.
I don't like floppy. I don't like
Gotta
parm.
be crispy.
Has
Yeah.
to be crispy.
Let me be a little clearer. Move on. Don't stand in front of my business.
Let me be clear. Fuck you.
Let me be clear.
Fuck
Get the
you.
fuck out of
Fuck
front of my
you.
business.
Fuck you.
Dom
It's
of
a
the Year.
public
Your whole
street, you
fucking-
motherfucker.
Yeah, but
It's
this
a
is my
public
business.
street. This
You can-
ain't your business.
Yeah, but this is my business. And if you
Fuck
stay
you.
here, I'll call the
Fuck
fucking
you.
police.
But he's right across the street. Go get him. What are you gonna tattle me off for standing on a public street?
Just being a fucking
Your,
bitch.
your
Fuck
shirt's
you.
6 sizes too small, fatso.
Just go fuck
man.
yourself and the whole fucking platform you're on.
Oh, you don't like the platform.
You're a joke to me, dude.
You know what? You're
Take
making
your
a
fucking
joke.
show and your fucking game and go somewhere else.
Blah, blah, blah. By the
guess
way,
what?
I've raised $50 million for small business.
You're all talk, dude.
50
You're all
million?
talk.
Was that all talk?
Yeah, kind of like that New York Times article.
Here we
breaking down.
go. Here
Exactly.
we go. Your
Exactly.
shirt's 6 sizes too small.
I don't care. I will somewhere. You're a fucking joke.
You work hard?
Yeah, maybe. Like,
My man.
so full of shit, dude.
How? Tell me how.
I walk in here.
How?
Yeah.
I run a business. I work hard.
I sold my
provide jobs.
business twice. 100 million, 400 million, bought back for $1. That's a clown?
Everything since I got in this business that you represent is an embarrassment.
Like
to this
what?
business.
Like raising 50 million for small
Everything.
business? Name
Everything.
it. Name it.
Everything.
You haven't
Don't
named
play
one
your
thing.
game.
You haven't named one thing.
I make pizza. It's great.
It sucks,
You're
actually.
a fucking joke.
Name one thing. Name one thing, asshole.
I've given up too much of my time.
All you've said is everything. Name one thing.
You're a fucking
Name
joke.
one thing. Clown.
I love $1 million worth of game.
The best. I like how Dom of the Year just slides right back in like mid-convo.
It's great people.
This guy ain't great. You work for that clown?
Sorry, I thought I had more space.
Did you know him? He's a piece of shit. This guy's a real fucking piece of shit. I am. I'm minding my own business doing a review.
This is me posting you, telling you to fuck.
Oh, you're posting me, buddy. Yeah, let's do it.
Love your shit.
Yes, let's do it.
I love soba. Oh my god, I've never met anyone. Okay, my boyfriend's gonna die. Even though I feel like I'm a bigger fan.
Cool.
Good job standing up for yourself.
Standing up, that guy's a clown. Thank God
Yeah.
it says bad pizza. Dom of the Year.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Becca.
Hi, how are you?
First of all, I'm a huge fan.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Of everything, like from the beginning.
Thank you.
The way you've grown is astronomical.
I appreciate that.
I didn't want to get involved in that. I've personally met a man, his name is Dan from Park Lunch in Newburyport, whose business you saved.
This guy's a
Which
yeah,
is what
yeah,
I actually
know,
was
it's
just coming over to say, like, your
I
business
appreciate it.
itself is amazing, but what you do for businesses is just incomparable, and I wasn't about to step in the middle of it. I'm representing
I could have used your backup.
I,
He's like, you
I
don't do
wanted
anything
to.
for small
I don't
business.
know how I represent my own company right now. I didn't want to be thrown in the line of F-bombs
that's
on the
fair.
side of the street.
That's
but
fair.
What you do for businesses is part of it. It's fucking unbelievable.
I appreciate it.
And if that guy didn't seem so rowdy, I would have. It
Rowdy.
was literally
Rowdy
the perfect
in
time
a shirt
to say
too
it.
small.
It was
That was the most
perfect
offensive
fucking
part of the
time
whole
to
thing.
step in.
Thank you.
But
Hey, how are you?
It's great.
Can I get a picture with you real
sure,
quick?
of course.
Yeah. Also, I wouldn't mind a picture.
This
Yeah,
dog.
sure.
She?
Good
This
to
your
see
dog.
you. Welcome, Boston.
How you guys like this dog?
I did.
Pretty amazing,
Okay,
right?
Very good. Yeah. What? Yep. We did. That's awesome. All right. Take care. Nice to meet. Oh, you want a picture?
Yeah, please, if you don't
let's do it.
mind.
Yeah. What a review, awesome.
I love that he says welcome to Boston. Like, does he not know you?
No, he did know me. He read the New York Times. He's a fucking crazy ass left-wing liberal.
Yeah.
Thank
Cool.
you so much.
Nice
It's
meeting
really
you.
great to meet you.
Whatever. Like it is like when we got them over there in the corner getting the. Cool. Yeah. What's the best? Just DM me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Stool Presidente.
Stool Presidente?
Yeah. So STOOL, and then Presidente.
All right.
Cool. Nice meeting you, man. Yeah.
Send you that.
All right. All right. Fuck yeah! What a home run to end that. You know what the best part of that, Austin, was? I gave it a ridiculously low score before he came out.
Yeah, that's a good pizza man.
The idea that
Let's watch this.
all of the muscles in your body can grow best on just a few sets a week is on principle wrong. Hey folks, Dr. Mike here for Renaissance Periodization. How does high intensity training, aka HIIT, measure up to modern sports science? Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Or is it the worst idea ever? Curious. So real quick, what the hell is HIIT training? It stands for high intensity training. And I think it was invented sometime in the 70s by a gentleman named Arthur Jones, who you could say sarcastically invented it to sell exercise machines, and which he did. He made great. He was the guy who fronted the Nautilus line, which is some of the best machines in history. So kudos to him. And it was popularized in the 1980s and beyond by a gentleman named Mike Menser, who was quite good bodybuilder, not the best, never won the Olympia, but was excellent. And he really, really bought into the HIIT philosophy. What is HIIT, though? What is its ethos? It's difficult to debate HIIT with true adherents of HIIT because they move goalposts a lot, which a lot of us do in debate, so I don't blame them specifically for it. Because if you say this is HIIT training, they'll say, well, this really isn't HIIT training. This other thing is HIIT training. And then you say, okay, this other thing is HIIT training, and other HIIT proponents will be like, no,
other third thing is HIIT training. So we can just do broad strokes, which almost no one will agree with. Compared to conventional training, HIIT prescribes at least 3 differences. One,
Jalen, do any tellers you might like this? Let me see. Well, that wasn't the greatest ending, but thanks for the donation, Jalen.
way higher relative effort, taking sets to failure usually or beyond. Whereas regular training may say, 3 reps shy, 2 reps shy, 1 rep shy, 0 reps shy, failure or beyond is all good stuff. In context, HIIT says, no, failure and or beyond. Forced reps, drop sets, stuff like that. Secondly, HIIT training tries to minimize the volume of training. They'll do only a few sets per session, not 10 sets or something. And thirdly, compared to conventional training, HIIT training usually reduces frequency, often opting for training a muscle only 1 time a week as opposed to multiple times a week. So as an example, normal quad training might be like, you do 6 sets of quads twice a week. That's 12 sets total. And, on average, 2 reps in reserve for the whole mesocycle. That seems like great training to me. Whereas HIIT training might be more like you do 3 sets of quads 1 time per week, but all 3 sets are taken to -5 RIR, which means after you went to failure, your buddy stripped some plates off and you did another 5 reps like beyond failure, like an instant drop set, or you did 5, whatever number of reps to failure. And let's say it's with some kind of cable sort of pressing machine. Your buddy helped you on the concentric and then let go on the eccentric and you wrote it down 5 reps beyond failure, something like that. Or at the bottom, you did some bottom stretch partials where you can't lock it out anymore, but you did down here, just moving as much as you can, stretching as much as you can until you just can't move at all. Total system failure with good technique. That's something that HIIT training would look much more like versus conventional training. As always, there are upsides and downsides to every system and every method. So clickbait aside, thank you, Scott, the video guy, and team, there will not be a part of this where I'm like, HIIT training stupid, I have feelings about it. No. HIIT training is valuable because it has some things going for it and is less valuable because it has others. So let's parse them. HIIT training has some very serious upsides. First, you don't have a lot of sets to do. Your opportunity for growth is limited to just a few sets per muscle group per week. Or whatever interpretation of HIIT you're using, like the one Dorian Yates used, he did like 14 sets on average per muscle group per week, which was quite a few, but it's fewer than he would have done. And it's fewer than you would have done if you had done a different program instead of HIIT. And the constraint to a smaller number of sets vastly incentivizes you to have the highest set quality possible. Like you got 3 sets of leg press to make shit happen. Each of those 3 sets, there's no mail-in, nothing. It better be great technique and super high relative effort. So the sets are ultra high quality because you don't got that many sets. You can't just do, a set of 10, that felt okay. I'll do another set of 10, that felt better. I do another set of 10, I wasn't really paying attention. Fine, one last set of 10, and then this time I'll work on it. HIIT makes you bring it, which is an awesome practice everyone should be doing anyway. HIIT also takes recovery really seriously. There is no shortage of people that just think adding more stuff to the program works great. How many guys in high school bench every fucking day? A lot. That's what I did in high school. And HIIT and Arthur Jones and Mike Mentzer accurately recognized that recovery is a fucking big deal. And if you're not recovered yet, why the hell are you in the gym? Because HIIT focuses on recovery, There are folks who chronically under recover that when they try HIIT, they're going to blow up with size, and good, because they've been doing too much. High intensity training is also, in many cases, for example, in Dante Trudell's version, dog crap training, which is like a funny way to. So someone once asked me when I already knew about dog crap, I didn't know much about it. Someone was like, "You ever do dog crap training?" My answer was, I generally don't do training that's like self-effacing. Like, you ever do idiot training? I'm like, no. Like, you should try it. It's fucking awesome. This guy, his name's The Idiot. He's on YouTube. Goes by Dr. Mike. He's got Idiot Program. I love it. Dog crap. What a fucking weird name. But nonetheless, a very good training system. And one of its tenets is that you go to failure every time you train without a ton of volume, but you're right, your reps and your weight down, something the RP Hypertrophy app can do for you, by the way. And then next week, you try to hit a PR. From the start, high intensity training by almost all of its adherents is a logbook training. Dorian did it. Mike Menser did it. Dante did it. JP, what's his name? Jordan Peters. Or in it, fucking Jordan Peters have got fucking muscle. Don't I? That's how I think he talks. Not really sure how he actually talks. He's a big proponent of seemingly very high relative effort. He goes everything to failure. So he's a HIIT guy for sure. He's always on that logbook, which is fucking dope. Because a lot of guys train at random. Like, yeah, man, I hit a PR. Next week, you're like, how's your training? Like, look, good, man. My chest is swole up. So you're like, I got you. Did you hit a PR? Like, look, I know. My man, why would it matter if you're getting stronger over time? Oh, wait, that's really critical to evaluating if you're putting on muscle or not. Because HIIT guys usually chase the logbook, progression is the cornerstone of philosophy, which is fucking awesome. Every single training method should have progression as the cornerstone, by the way. Another benefit to HIIT training, it's so fun. Oh my God. By the way, you guys might not know this. For 8 years of my life, in college and grad school, I only trained HIIT. Every set was to failure. Every single one, including on squats, by the way. And Nick Shaw and I, who just got his pro card, by the way, that's how we trained. One of the reasons we continue to train with that, despite our best intuitions about how well it was working, was it was so fun, man. Every set is a religious experience. I just love plugging into a fucking dumbbell press and being like, here we go, people that made fun of me when I was 10. Like, amazing.
Ditch the drugs, VG. A piping hot bowl of microwaved feces is all you need. Medical science has proven in randomized controlled trials that gargling piss and hot poop produces frowny wownies. Don't knock till you try. Spread those cheeks and drop one for me.
I don't think poop is as good as antidepressant medication. But thanks for the advice anyway, Microwave Poop. Appreciate the donation.
Amazing feeling. There's something about sets of 10 to 12 with 2 RER that's like, oh, you do it. It feels good. You rack the weight. Someone's like, good set, brother. And you're like, was it? I don't know. I did the work, I think. Going all out failure, man, is. And Jordan Peters and Dorian Yates, enormous people, 2/3 of whom are from England, they can get a robust stimulus doing 5 or 6 sets of
because they're genetic
back or
freaks on
chest or
steroids.
legs a week, whatever they're doing. You, kind viewer, may not be able to do that. You are not as fast twitch. You are not as strong.
Well, this is ironic.
Massachusetts pizza place sells out after Dave Portnoy calls it the worst in the nation. When did this happen? September 5th. Whoa. Seeing booming sales after businessman Dave Portnoy branded the joint as the worst in the U.S. That's the video we just watched. The fucking dragon pizza. That is fucking hilarious. The guy was fucking complaining that he harms small businesses, and then even when he gives the guy a bad review, people just fucking swarm his restaurant. That is fucking hilarious. Thanks for that donation, Adam.
You recover way faster and you're capable of doing more. And so if you try doing 4 sets of chest a week, HIIT, all out failure, dope. You'll get good results. And then one of your buddies would be like, dude, try my program with me. It's more like a bodybuilding kind of like pump volume program. And you're like, okay. And you start doing 8, 12, 16 sets of chest per week, and your chest just fucking blows up. What are you supposed to think about that? Well, clearly you were way underdoing the volume you could have. And now you're appropriately training closer to your maximum recoverable volume. The idea that all of the muscles in your body can grow best on just a few sets a week is on principle wrong, because all of your muscles of the body have different maximum recoverable volumes. How many sets of wrist curls to failure do you think you can do before your forearms fatigue so much you can't train them for the rest of the week? What are you, crazy? Sure shit, not going to be 4 sets, bro. Not per week. Your glutes, your quads, your chest, maybe. They're so big and strong, the low volume is plenty. But for other muscles, I mean, like, think about back, lats, spinal erectors. You do a lot of rows and pull-ups, man. And like, still, you could still do more. And the more you do, the more you grow, up to a really high point. Next, it's also potentially very tough to get maximum growth from just training a muscle once a week. And I mean, this is core adherent philosophy, is if you're training a muscle twice a week, most HIIT people will be like, it's flat out training pretty much every muscle. At the end of the day, going to failure or far beyond failure consistently with a program that is of the appropriate volume that maximizes your growth may be unsustainable, or rather less sustainable than if you trained a little easier, 3, 2, 1, 0 reps in reserve as the progression occurs through a cycle. You might actually be able to just straight up grow more because you never accumulate that fatigue that stops you dead in your tracks and goes, it's time to deload, bro. You're not making any more PRs.
Very good video.
If you search Google,
what should we do? Oh, there's another dog.
Jump up. Ish. It's a good dog. Good dog. Oh no, it's another dog. It's 2 dogs. Yeah. That's a good. You're good. Oh my god, there's 2 dogs here. You're sweet. You're all right.
These dogs are weird dogs.
Put it in the work at least this time.
At least 15.
CBD oil works. It can help with joint pain, has anti-inflammatory properties. Seems to be good for treating anxiety, so it is an option.
Oh, hammer curls.
So what'd you do this weekend besides order 66ing 1,000 people?
This Friday.
Go ahead, do it. You can talk. Listen, you run your mouth the entire time I'm working.
I went out for dinner this Friday night for sushi with my mom.
Oh, and that's sweet. Who paid?
I did. Nothing, Saturday, just boring week. Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting?
No. Nothing too exciting or fun. Boring, same old shit. What What did you do this weekend?
I had my kids actually work Saturday.
Did you do anything Friday?
Friday? No, I did not. Did not do anything Friday.
All right.
It was a slow weekend, buddy. Very relaxing.
Good. Good for a change. So what are you doing? You're doing a quarter? We'll put the weight on for you. Doing a quarter? On a quarter?
Well, I left your shit over here before, Jason.
I know. Do you?
Christ.
You're doing a quarter.
Way to pay attention.
Did you hear that there was an anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist who was standing in front of a high school blaming Israel for 9/11? Disgusting.
Why was he in front of a high school? It's too bad these people didn't just all die of COVID. Thanks for the donation though, Ben.
So what time did you get up about this morning? What time are you up? About 5:30?
5.
Well, you're early like me. I get up at a little
I
early.
wake up this morning, believe me. I mean, I did, but not that early.
What time you usually wake up? 5:30?
5:15. Even when I'm off.
Do you do any? Do you do? Do you do anything?
Go back.
Do you do a cup of coffee in the morning to wake you up? Yeah.
I told you my routine. A cup of coffee and a good shit.
Yep. Sometimes you have pre-workout in the morning. Occasionally,
I have it today. I needed it today, for sure.
Did you feel better now since you use it?
One of these guys forgets to throw the grenade after the shot up a residence.
Ecuador, delinquents, Desperon Contreras something. Okay, this is in Spanish. That doesn't look like a grenade. That looks like some sort of homemade explosive. Because if it was a grenade, you'd not, like, they're not very loud and you'd just kind of hear a poof. Well, glad they're dead. Thanks for the donation though, Renee.
Yes, Jason.
So, I'll film this. What are you doing? Well, that's hard weight. That's pretty hard doing good form.
40 pounds.
Doesn't matter. If it's good form, it still counts. And your bicep, you had a tear in your bicep, didn't you?
Never tore my bicep. Knock on wood.
You're lucky.
Here, let me knock on your teeth.
Okay. You're lucky, man. Some people rip it as they get older.
I lost count. This is not, you know.
You know what the problem is? Why people get hurt and injure themselves? They don't stay hydrated enough with enough water.
Yeah, I'm probably a little dehydrated, actually.
That gets you hurt.
Huh?
That gets you hurt, especially when you're taking Skittles.
Okay, buddy. All of a sudden you know something?
I do know something. Dehydration does have Skittles. It dries out your joint.
Really?
There's a lot of water on that shit. Oh, you'll rip some. That's why I'm carrying my gallon of water. I drank over half of it this morning. Pretty good. Stay real hydrated this morning. I'm really thirsty for some reason this morning. Something got...
Is that sink water, or did you buy it fresh?
It's distilled water. It's from the sink, but it's tap. It's the water. You know, they buy the water stuff? Like the Brita filter?
Roberta? You're gonna start stuttering now? Is that another tick you're gonna have? I got ADHD, OCD, 1% autism, Tourette's. Now I stutter.
Who cares?
And I'm
a guru of fitness.
the most unaesthetic bodybuilder on the planet. An air conditioner, an MMA guy, a Hollywood actor. By the way, when are you going to Hollywood?
A couple of years when I have the finances.
I thought you'd already be there this year.
Problems, lack of funds.
What problems?
Lack of funds.
What do you mean lack of funds? Didn't a Hollywood producer or something gonna put you in a movie?
Maybe down the road, not now. Maybe.
Why do you pull all that shit out of your ass?
Who cares?
Is that you just getting trolled, or you just making shit up?
Just making shit up.
Yeah, he never
out.
does like more
Next
than
week
5
I'm getting a
reps and he's
humidor
super
to keep my
lazy.
cigars in good shape so they don't go stale on me.
A humidor?
Yeah, well, cigar.
It's called a humidor.
Humidor, excuse me. Thanks for correcting. Humidor to keep my cigars good. It's like $3.50. I'm gonna.
You don't even know how to smoke a cigar properly.
Well, I
need to. I have to show you.
All right, we're gonna do 6.
Yeah, he inhales
How
and
many
then he just
cigars you
keeps
got?
coughing.
40?
My oldest one's from 1964 Cuban. It's worth like $400. It's like 40 years old.
I'm gonna empty it out and put some good shit in it. Come on, get at least 5. All right, strip it and do 20.
He is so lazy.
Come on, hurry up. Just drop it, go. If you didn't have me holding this camera like a stooge, I could help you strip the weight.
Who cares?
It's so monotonous. It's the same old shit. I don't know why.
It's mince, baby. They want mince.
It's mince. Can't force mince, buddy.
Well, I'm acting good today.
You're acting good too.
That was 10.
Girls, my chest is on fire.
Half-ass.
Shut up, prick.
Dude.
Half-ass.
MILF.
Shut your mouth and
You
curl.
MILF.
He's so
Jason,
fucking
I'll spike
lazy.
this piece of shit camera on the ground. Then what are you gonna do?
MILF. Fuck.
Cry to mommy or grandmammy to buy you a new one?
Why'd you be crying?
Actually, you started. What was that? What did you do?
I'm doing other.
You can't curl 50s, Jason?
No, I'm weak. I'm old. Decrepit. Like an old fort.
Old and decrepit at 33 years old.
From all the drugs. It wore me out.
He only did
We
3
should be-
reps.
Never mind. I'm done.
From a diuretic called Water Out by Blackstone. It's a very good product. I like it. Something in it that just makes you fucking drink like a racehorse, man. I'm drinking so much lately.
Well, it says water out.
Water out, yeah. Pulling water out.
Okay, so it makes you thirsty. That makes sense.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Really sweaty.
Really sweat. It's not what I mean.
Really thirsty all the time.
Okay,
Makes me
whatever.
drink a lot more water than usual, that's for sure.
Another garbage set.
Makes me drink a lot of water, though. Really, look how much I drank. Almost a
Yeah,
whole.
but has it got you wound up? Is that why you're so
No, it's a
fucking...
natural. It's an herb what makes you just drink and pee out more water. Cleans out your system. Makes you
Oh,
drink.
good.
But you have to drink a lot or you'll pass out.
Oh, that'll be the next thing banned.
Yeah. Anything with works is good is banned. Like CBD oil is going to be banned soon.
No, it's not.
In a couple of years, maybe. Kratom is definitely going to be banned next 4 or 5 years.
Didn't they pass something?
They passed
No,
it.
it's
It's
that guy
good.
at the Kawasutra
Yeah,
was
it
telling
passed.
us
It's not going to get taken off
It's
the
going to be a
shelf.
Schedule 1 or some shit.
It's not going to be taken off the shelf. It's good.
Oh, it's
it,
good?
It passed. It passed inspection.
Passed inspection.
Yeah.
Kratom passed inspection. Congratulations, Kratom.
6 reps.
No full range of motion. About 5 inches there.
That was how many?
6.
6 garbage. Unbelievable. This guy's serious.
At least I'm putting in the work. Shit.
Dude, that's 70 pounds? Jason, you're struggling with 70 on
One
this
arm
fucking
is hard.
thing? It's not even a real 70. You're a sorry sack of shit. Oh my god, are you gonna start that again? What did I tell you about blowing me fucking kisses? I'm not the other camera boy, Rob, where you probably
Fuck.
stuck his penis when you're done. Look at what you did. Sorry. Can you get a paper towel and wipe this off? Heavyweight today. Let's go. Heavyweight. Slow down, dude. Control it. God damn. Why are you making that stupid
Poisonous
face?
python.
You're lifting no weight, Jason.
It's sick as piss.
You almost just lost your phone. I wish I was recording that. You just freaked the fuck out.
Less like
What
you
happened?
when I don't know if the cardio machine, my brain shut off from low carbs.
I don't know where my phone is. You should have heard this guy screaming through the gym. Where's my phone? What?
Retarded form.
Yep, Lenny's still alive.
You're not supposed to say that word.
Oh, I'm saying it's my retarded strength.
1% strength.
Now we're gonna do this.
Well, so why do you insist on filming these workouts?
Because I love them.
Just to show people that you actually lift weights, though?
Yes.
What you guys see on this camera is exactly how much Jason actually did today. He lifts when the camera is rolling.
I lift actually when the camera's off too now because I'm dieting.
You're dieting for what?
Show in the summertime.
Show in the summer?
Yeah.
That's what, 8 months away? So you're gonna start your dieting 8 months out.
Yeah. Who cares?
Perfect.
4% shredded.
Especially as you get older.
Mm-hmm.
You filming this again?
Yeah.
No. You're obsessed. What is your obsession with filming shitty work?
It's cinematography.
Cinematography?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like editing shit.
You don't edit anything, stupid.
Better than your ass.
That's right, I don't know how to do any of that.
So shut up. Don't talk.
No, I'm just saying. Never mind.
Never mind. Don't say it. I'll do this. I already did this. 22 plates.
Yeah, now all I got to do is do a meme of, Marlon Brando holding the cat with you. That's, Grizzly, right? I hate her. Shit, we've been...
I have become rather tired, so I think I'm going to get to bed. I've got to wake up early as well to debate Leo, so... I think I will go nighty-night now. But hope you guys had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated Streamlabs. I'm going to make a live room right now, so if any of you are awake, or if you're in a reasonable time zone, you can watch the debate in the morning. It is going to be staying up, so if you miss it, you'll still be able to watch it. But, again, big thanks to everybody who donated, and we'll see you all tomorrow.